As I come barreling up from the bottom of the ship, I am going to arrive at the top deck, and you're going to see coming out of there is a very plain and simple, medium-sized schnauzer. And that's
Already
it.
excited.
A schnauzer dog the size of a medium creature.
Yeah, it's like a standard schnauzer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just a, solid pup.
yeah, it's just a standard size schnauzer. And kind of with a few braids and his big mustache and beard, which is well kept and well trimmed. He's going to come over and he's going to say, "Yeah, what can I be doing for you?"
I am looking on with interest.
And he's gonna lean in real close. All right, Rockbiter, here's the situation. Our new friends here have they've had kind of a rough couple of days. I want you to keep an eye on them. Make sure that they don't need anything, all right? We're gonna be taking off towards Candlekeep. I want to make sure everybody stays happy and healthy as we get the heck out of here. Think you're good for that, buddy?
Be keeping a guard dog. That's me. Done and done, good captain.
All right. Good stuff. I'm just worried with Jojo dashing off like that. Can't believe he did that. Anyways, you keep an eye on them. I'll keep an eye on the skies.
Aye, aye, captain.
God, it's very good.
I'm gonna whip around and I'm going to see the group of you, and I'm gonna say, "Ah!" It's clearing my voice. So here's what's going on now. You don't know me too well because you ain't seen me before. You might think I might not have even have been here, and as far as I can tell, I might not have been. But I'll be telling you this. You're gonna be having fun. There's gonna be smiles. And damn me to the 9 rings of hell, you'll have a good time.
I'm confused. When did the crew get a dog as adorable as yourself?
Yeah, I have questions.
The better question is, when did the dog get a crew?
That is a fair question.
Yeah. Lead the way. I'm set.
Excellent. Well, the good captain's leading us along. The first thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be finding me damn tail. I swear it was bigger when I was a wee pup, but look back there now. It's gone. And I've been searching for it my whole life.
You've lost your tail?
Indeed.
I'm so sorry. Has no one explained tail docking to you? You know what? Never mind. And Isolde goes back to like madly writing in her journal with a kitten perched on her shoulder.
So I do have a very important question for you. Have you named the kitten?
Talicid. It's the name. So her patron's a celestial, an Ursinal, and Talicid was the leader of the Leonals. They were like the animal celestials.
Oh, very cool.
So
I have an important question. Is it the same day that the train crashed right now?
Oh, yes.
Didn't you say it was like an hour later?
Yeah, an hour after.
Okay, that's what I
cool.
thought. I'll get the reminder from Dan later how much the wealth was, because I didn't note it down. In any event, I am incredibly hurt, so I'm just sort of a little out of it as this dog starts talking to us.
I don't think there's an actual dog there or not.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Come, missing me tail. First one to find it gets a treat.
I'm in the middle of writing something incredibly important. So I apologize if I can't go look for your tail right now. But if we want to actually speak with the people we need to speak with, I need to finish writing this by the time we get there.
Yes, no, that's quite alright. Continue what you're doing. In any event, I have the spell Locate Object prepared.
Uh-huh.
May I cast it to try and locate this tail, and in doing so ask this dog, A, for its name, and B, a description of the tail that it seems to have lost?
He's literally chasing his tail.
Yes. His whole life.
I mean, you certainly may.
I'm not entirely certain what's going on, but perhaps I could get your name then, good Sir Dog.
Dogter.
Dogter.
Dogter Rockbiter.
Dogter Rockbiter.
Because I got a bite as hard as rock.
Of course, of course. And could you, for my edification, please, describe this appendage which you have misplaced?
I see. Here's the problem. I know it was there. I swear it was there. I remember it from being a wee pup.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what it looks like. It's always behind me.
Mm-hmm. Very well.
Johann, perhaps you could explain docking to the poor thing.
I have a very different understanding of that word.
No, I. Oh boy.
I'll have to tell you guys what we did at D&D today, because it's very relevant to that.
No.
Well, I was gonna say.
It's where they clamp the tails so they die and they have no tails anymore?
Well, essentially, yes, but we have a corgi and his tail's docked. Except they don't clamp it. If I recall correctly, they actually just
Chop it.
chop it.
Mm.
And they do it when they're like newborn, so that hypothetically they don't remember the pain. I think it's barbaric, personally.
It sounds barbaric.
Mhm.
In any event, if I approach this dog, I can see that it does not have a tail, or is he simply confused?
It's the. Did you see the picture I posted?
No, hold on.
Oh, hang on. I'm looking
Yeah,
right now.
Right.
It's in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little stubby nub.
Yeah, that's it.
Here's a cutie.
Is
Thank
that
you.
how their tails naturally are? I genuinely cannot recall.
They're not.
No, they're
Okay.
not.
So,
Again, it's a common practice.
so if
Yeah,
I
okay.
cast locate object, and I use the description dog tail and the color of this dog, if the object is within 1,000 feet, which is not likely, I'll know about it.
Yeah, Dan, unless you've got something crazy going on, the answer is definitely no. This tail is nowhere near you.
Absolutely. His nubby tail lights up.
Oh, yeah, there he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tail that is extant does light up, but nothing else.
Again, sometimes things are just that simple.
Well, I've cast my spell, and it seems to me that the only tail belonging to you is there on your back end.
Ah! There it is! And I chase it.
Go get it, boy.
Ah!
Just don't bite it
Isolde
with your
And
rock.
Tatlisted are looking at both of you, are watching this go down. Like both of them have like identical looks of disdain on their faces.
Roger's gonna join in and start chasing his tail.
I am so very happy that I used a second level spell slot on that.
Setet is sitting off to the side and just kind of leans over. Maybe you should go to bed.
I would like nothing better than to do that. My bout with the Veiled Mistress has left me quite unwell.
I'm certain. I'm not far behind you. Whatever happened to that dragon, anyways?
We're friends. And we don't have beef, so he's doing his dragon thing, and we're doing our stay the fuck out of his way thing.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Fine. Yeah. Setet is also looking fairly bruised and beaten.
I have 8 HP.
Isolde looks over. She's like, "Oh, terribly sorry. Did you want me to? Oh no, wait. I think I cast like a whole bunch of heals on you. Did I not? Like at the very
I think
end?
that was Setet.
Definitely some to set. I have more HP than I did. I had 1 HP when I entered that last fight, so somebody gave me 7. Might have been me. I don't know.
Okay, because I know I used a fair few of the healing light. I think.
But it's all right. I still have Death Ward for the time being. I managed somehow miraculously not to lose it. The time I thought I was going to lose it, I went to exactly 1 HP. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
Death Ward doesn't trigger, so I've got that. No, if I can be allowed to have a rest, I don't know if it's long enough. Like, you only get 1 per 24 hours, so I might just have to suffer through. It's okay. I've got 2 first level spell slots left.
Well, the day. Does anybody else have anything they want to do in this moment?
I give up. The tails. It's beyond me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's behind you. It's different.
It's beyond. Yeah. Look, I'm putting this whole tail thing behind me.
Oh my goodness.
That's amazing.
There it is.
But does
the
Roger
day.
catch his?
No, he gets too tired and just like curls down and goes to sleep.
I absolutely go do that too. Yeah, that makes sense. This guy understands me. I like this guy.
The day continues relatively peacefully. An occasional dust up and scuffle on the ship, but these things are common. At least, growing common to all of you, the novice pirates that you/we all are. Night sets in, and with a more satisfying meal than usual, you all kind of start to see yourselves off to bed. Everybody does seem in relative high spirits. While things didn't go excellently with the train, you didn't walk away empty-handed, which is honestly better than some folks under the mule's care have seen in the past. This is a qualified success, and that's not nothing. But you all start to see yourselves off to bed. Does anybody stay up notably late?
No.
Isolde stays up however long it takes to finish writing the book.
Okay, what
the
book are
cat-
you writing?
So I am essentially writing out the entirety of the chronicles of our adventure, like starting with when we first met up, our very first fuck the shit I'm out moment.
Oh, sure.
With Umberly,
Yes, at
leading up
Althar.
to leading up to the most recent heist with the Iron Dragon. Basically, how we came to be with Lemuele, had the crusade chasing us, the whole saga.
Sure.
And basically, this is the book with the idea that the story, this book is going to be hopefully enough to get us into Candlekeep.
Absolutely. Go ahead and what is your intelligence modifier?
My intelligence modifier is 0, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Okay. I actually have room on my desk to roll now. I've been deep cleaning like a fiend.
Luxury.
2.
Okay, it takes you 2 hours past dark to actually finish getting this written down. As you're going to bed, you can start to hear a little bit of commotion up on the deck. It looks like there might be a storm or something rolling in. Setet actually waves you off and, don't worry about it, go to bed. And he wanders up to see what's going on.
I'd like to just take a minute before Roger goes to bed.
Sure.
He notices Assault. Hey, Assault, are you up?
Just barely. What do you need?
Can you tell me about something? You're pretty smart, right?
I mean, I'm well read. I don't know how smart I am, but hopefully I'll have the answer.
Well, what is a Tiamat?
Okay. Tiamat is the lady, the goddess of all the dragons. She is considered in many ways to be a demon in her own right, or a devil of sorts. I was gonna say, I literally just read this in Mordenkainen's recently. She's, I believe, trapped in the hells somewhere. Out of
First level.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
right.
think trapped is the wrong word.
No, it's trapped.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's, as of now, trapped in Avernus, the first level of hell. So hopefully, she's not someone we have to deal with. But there are many people who worship her. There are dragon cultists. I believe the chromatic dragons, especially, not necessarily the metallic, but the chromatic dragons especially worship Tiamat. cultists do, many invoke her for power. It is the nature of devils to want to have more power in the human world, and the nature of the blood wars for one to try and overcome the other for dominion over the hells, the abyss, and the material plane as a whole. But currently, the people we have to worry about are those who worship Tiamat, more so than Tiamat herself. Oh, and she has 5 heads.
Oh, uh, that's weird. That's not what I was told. Told
Oh,
that Tiamat was pretty like honorable and courageous and just and all that, all these good things, and this is just weird, man.
It
it's
seems
then
someone was attempting.
possible. I will say that in looking at the history of devils themselves, for example, the Aeronaut of the devils were originally fallen celestials, and then if you look at Zariel it is Asmodeus' general, Zariel, yeah. If
Yeah.
you look at Zariel, Asmodeus' general, she too was a celestial who abdicated her place on Mount Celestia in order to work by his side. It is entirely possible that Tiamat of herself was once a noble, just being, and in some time immemorial. Granted, I'm not as familiar with the lore of Tiamat before her ascension to the Dragon Queen, so unfortunately, information on her past I'm not familiar with. However, I'm sure the scholars of Candlekeep will have more information.
I'd really like to know that, but it seems so weird that Triceratops was running around as a dragonborn, like killing things in the name of Tiamat. Like
See, killing things in the name of a deity, especially a devilish or a demonic one, it's something they do. Devils especially devils gain power by collecting souls for the blood war. The more souls they collect, the higher they rise in standard. They can be promoted. So many times devils will make deals with mortals on earth, cultists who help them fulfill their quota of souls for the blood ward. Now, these cultists are unaware, of course. Well, maybe some of them are, not all of them. These cultists are very rarely aware that in dealing with the devil themselves, their souls too are condemned to fight in the blood war once they have died. However, they could be, depending on how well they do as cultists, could also determine their own infernal promotion, as it were. So if he was killing in the name of Tiamat, it was because he was trying to collect souls to grant her power.
This is savvy, man.
Anything to do with the 9 hells is gonna be heavy. One should be prepared for a deep delve into not only history but philosophy.
And Isolde mutters in Infernal to Johann, and you would know, wouldn't you? Not cruelly, but like sarcastically, just kind of ironically.
No, I know.
Isolde does not judge.
He responds again with mirth in his voice. Says, "I do have an intimate knowledge of some of the details."
I've been meaning to ask you about that, but I'll save it for another day.
I will be happy to enlighten.
Thank you, Resolve, for taking a couple minutes. Just
Oh, you're
it'd
welcome.
be wonderful if you could help me find some more information out once we get to our destination.
Oh, absolutely. Honestly, talking about anything knowledge related is a nice distraction from, well, everything else.
Have a good night. And he'll like clutch his Harper badge and just drift off to sleep.
All right. Everybody goes to bed?
Yep.
Cool. You all wake up in the morning with a sensation that you are unfortunately familiar with at this point, and that's the sensation of the ship not moving
Oh,
and being
no.
decidedly on the ground. As you all make your way up onto the deck, you can hear Captain Lemuele shouting from the helm, his head clearly in his hands, just a stream of expletives at whoever happens to be passing in a given moment. You see standing next to him is a very tired and bedraggled looking Setet, clutching at his shoulder.
We have a long
Oh,
rest
what's
now.
going on here?
A storm. I've got it. A storm kicked up last night. It was going fine, and lightning cracked into the ship. Hit Jojo's old lab. Something he had cooking in there before he went all loony on us.
They
Went
had.
off. Huh? I'm so sorry. They had went all loony on us and, well, broke.
I must.
What does that have to do with the ship not moving?
Jojo was working on the ship.
Simple, isn't it simple? What are you missing here? It's a ship. Blew a big hole in the bottom of it. It filled with air or water or whatever it is we're traveling. A bunch of clouds got on the inside and sunk it.
That's
I'm
not how that
fairly
works.
certain that's not how it works.
It's actually closer than I like to admit, to be perfectly honest with y'all. The Featherlight Opal. It's something that any airship has to kind of help get rid of some of the weight that is associated with, being physical matter. It makes it easier for the ship to fly with just the power of hot air. Just a little bit of a magical offset. And Jojo was in the process of trying to make ours work a little bit better. And it is, unfortunately, when it is not properly housed, it's a bit of a conductor.
Oh.
Give it to us straight. Are we gonna be able to salvage this Featherlight Opal, or do we have to find some replacement?
So this is the good news. This is the good news about this. As we were coming down, I saw that we're not too far from what looks like a fort with a little village around it. I think I remember there being some sort of like encampment of not encampment, a bunch of heroes, world saving types. Those folks had actually set up shop here like 15, 20 years ago, something like that. They'd been operating out of this part of the world for a rip. Haven't done much recently, but back in their day, they were nothing to mess with.
Whereabouts are we? Is there a
Oh,
name for this encampment?
Valenhart. It's about a mile and a half north of here. If you all don't mind going and checking in on it, maybe they've got like a wizard or something that might be able to help us out.
Is it that you be asking us to fetch?
Aye, boy.
If that's what it takes you to get out the door.
Aye, boy. Let me hold on. Let me get the opal, and he dips back down into Jojo's old workshop and brings out in a middle housing. He slides open the top, and you can see inside there is at one point what would have been a beautiful opal, but clearly has been charred and broken. Maybe a wizard could fix it. It would take a wizard to know.
I was going to ask if I could make an Arcana check, but I can clearly see it's broken.
Yep.
I bring it down here. I'll carry it.
And he hands it off to you.
I swallow it.
You know, I
Fighter.
think I'm going to go
Rock
down
fighter.
into Jojo's. Oh no, wait. The gnome whose name I can never remember is probably down in Jojo's lair and would get very mad if I read the books. Never mind.
True.
Spider gnome?
Yes, the spider
Yo,
gnome.
wall.
Hey, Doctor, can I get that back, please?
Oh.
If we take him to
Honest-
a down.
Honestly,
I'll regurgitate it.
Okay.
I think we needed a new one anyway. This one looks quite well done.
Maybe.
Doesn't
Maybe.
taste very good either.
Well, it's not for eating, Doctor.
Everything's for eating if you got the jaws for it. And he bites his teeth together.
If you can get it fixed, great. If you gotta find a new one, fine. Just whatever gets this bird floating again.
I'll scoop it back up.
Okay.
Swallow it.
Isolt volunteers to at least see if she can make it into Jojo Swift's lab and read some of the books. If not, without aggravating. I need to write
Gilwall.
the name down. Yoel?
Gilwall.
Gilwall, that's
Gilwall.
right. Without aggravating Gilwall.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Honestly, she would not want to sneak in there. She would literally just announce her presence. Like, dude, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to be weird.
Then roll me a persuasion check.
Alrighty. That's gonna be a nat 20.
Hey,
Oh.
yeah. You get down there and Gilwall is half asleep on the table, just burnt out. Like between Jojo's unexpected departure and the excitement from last night that you all were fortunate enough to sleep through, he is absolutely burnt.
Is he awake still or no?
Barely, but you go in and you start to, ask very nicely, and he just kind of waves you off. It's like, whatever. Do what you need.
She basically says, I'm not going to try and tell you that it's all right because I know it's not.
It's really not.
But the least I can do is I'll do whatever I can to help.
All right. That'd be great.
So she starts pouring through Jojo's books to see if there's anything useful, either about the Featherlight Opal, the enchantments to get that would help it, that could repair it.
Yeah, you go ahead and roll me Arcana at advantage.
Okie dokie. Grab another D20 out of my
Knock,
bag
knock.
of tricks here.
I think we need to be
Oh, even with advantage, I rolled nasty. 13. Hello, Johann.
What's going on here?
Well, I'm trying to find a book among Jojo's library that might have information on the Featherlight Opal enchantments that could repair it. And if not that, enchantments that would create another. Maybe take a regular opal, add a ritual, add some other ingredients. Granted, this is stuff that I'd have to learn. I'm not a wizard in and of my own right. I'm a warlock.
Indeed. Well, you didn't tell me we were having a study session. You know what we always said in my old classes, that 4 eyes are better than 2. Toss me one of those books.
She very carefully hands it over to you.
He handles it reverently.
Go ahead
There's very
and
few literature. There's very few books I'm willing to throw. I will say that 50 Shades of Grayscales is one of them.
I understood that reference. Now then, trust me, it was a figure of speech. Roll.
go ahead and Johann, you can go ahead and also roll me Arcana at advantage.
All right.
Good.
The dice are not happy today. I got a 17.
Okay. Combined, you two are able to put together that if you can find somebody of suitable skill, the one that you have should be able to be repaired. That being said, that can take some time. New opals are relatively rare. They're not unheard of, certainly, but typically they are used specifically for the purposes of magical flying transportation. And as of current, you don't know of anybody else operating in the area with one of those. That being said, that might be the most, if somebody has one accessible to them, that might be the most expedient way to get back in the sky.
For a person so well versed in magic, Jojo Swift certainly had a roundabout way of talking about these things. And these books, Wow, very interesting, full of useful information, not useful to our current situation. Did you find anything?
Well, it's nothing that I can do with my knowledge of Tinker's tools, nor with my skill as a warlock. So it's possible to find a new one, but it is also possible to repair ours, but it would take skill and time that I do not believe either of us have, nor do we necessarily have the time to learn.
Indeed. Well, they did say that there was that camp up north, about 1.5 miles yonder. We could ask about there, though you know I hate coming to people owing them something. Perhaps we could
Believe
find
me, I'm
another
well
one.
aware of your hesitance with the nature of deals, but seeing as really both of us, in essence, made deals to get where we are today, they are necessary occasionally.
Indeed, this one simply feels more disadvantageous than normal. However, it does still leave the possibility of locating one and absconding with it.
True, and even if we don't, well, I'm more than willing to barter with my share of the treasure. I mean, there were no books, so I don't really care.
Was a sizable amount of valuables on that train. Now then, shall we go collect Roger and head up north, see what we can find there?
Indeed. And as they leave the lab, Talisid meows a farewell to Gilwald.
Gilwall.
Gilwall grunts and waves and passes right back out.
So up on the top deck, Dog Tour is sitting with Roger, and he goes, "All right, now play this note." Ow!
Deal. I'll play the note.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, now play this one.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ow!
He does it.
You and me, you get it. You get it.
Wait. This is gonna make it easier. I cast polymorph on myself and I become a schnauzer.
Ha!
And we can get lost in the howls.
Yeah, and we start. It's a new moon in the middle of this morning.
Yep.
And now there's 2 butts howling up a storm on the deck of the ship. I had been hoping that last night was a dream, or at least that you were some sort of druid. I have no idea which of the 2 dogs I'm looking at this point.
I'm gonna knock Roger, and I'm gonna say, "Guess which one is which?" And then we're gonna run around in circles, crossing each other.
Not this.
I'm gonna reach and grab one because I've got nothing better to do with these 5 minutes.
Isolde's gonna say,
I cast. Ooh,
You cast
I don't know if I
food?
can do that. No, I was gonna cast Major Illusion to make a third.
Oh
But I
no.
don't know if I can do that.
Good time, long time. There's 3.
Yeah.
Cast Program Delusion so that it just runs around as well.
Isolde is out of character. She's essentially going to try a meme. She's going to be like, "Here, watch this." And then she says out loud to all 3 schnauzers, "The Harpers are an overrated organization."
How dare you? They do hard work.
I'm
They
gonna
try
grab
their
that
best, and there's evil all about, and they don't even have a base of operations.
Right, okay, that one's Rockbiter right there.
Oh my God!
All right then. We're gonna
I still
head.
don't know what they do.
You have your Harper badge. I actually said it to try and weed out Roger, but
How you know that one's not Roger?
People got you.
she looks at Rockbiter. She's like, "It worked, didn't it?"
Roger.
So off the side, off we go.
Oh. Rockbiter's coming too. Alright then. We'll look around, like, hoping some of the one in the rest of the crew is gonna be like, nah, he can stay. Nobody's helping me out here. Like,
Setet actually walks up, is like, "Guys, I actually can't go with you. When I was up helping, seeing what was going on, when the lightning struck, I took a got me a little bit too. So I'm gonna be staying up here and hopefully not dying.
We can heal you to make sure you don't die.
He moves his hand from his shoulder, and you can see it is like where the wound is, where you'd expect to see like blood. It is actually like multicolored, like pearlescent.
What type of lightning did you say struck?
The lightning that hit the opal.
Ugh.
Oh, and let me guess, there was a ricochet effect as a conductor.
Yep. Now,
Come. We can chop his arm off later. Let's get in town, see these heroes they've been talking about.
I'm sure that
Captain
Gilwall would be
says-
happy to make you a prosthetic.
Captain says I should be fine after a day or so. He seems intimately familiar with these types of injuries, but I probably shouldn't aggravate it. So I'm gonna hang out here. If things get dire, I'll figure out a way to let me know, and I'll, strap up and get out there.
I have like magic. Okay. Oh wait, I can cast magic mouth as a ritual. Oh, but I think in order to do that, I can't use a trigger as something happened to us. I think it's like it has to be like someone walks within 30 feet or whatever.
I'm casting Death Ward on myself again.
I have Skywrite, so
There we go. I'll keep an eye on the skies then.
I jump off the side of the ship.
Is that how high up are we? Can dogs land?
we're not. We're on the ground.
Yeah, but the deck's not.
Oh, true.
Roger follows.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I have to use a rope system to get down.
I was about to say Dogtor makes a 3-point landing, but Dogtor has 4 points, so that makes it much more difficult.
Dogtor makes a 3-point landing. Did he lose a leg since last night?
Damn, he hit hard.
I don't know, like.
Damn thing fell off.
Prosthetic tail, prosthetic leg, prosthetic brain.
I'm actually a warforged.
There you go.
Dog forged.
Dog forged. Damn it, so much better.
I'm going to use the rope to get down to the ground.
All right.
So is Isolde, and Talicid's sitting on her shoulder.
Absolutely. You all reconvene on the ground and start your way north towards what you're told is the city of Valenhart. As you make your way towards out of the woods and into the main road, you can see this is actually a relatively well-traveled spot of land. There's a good number of small farms and homesteads leading up into kind of a more bustling village area. And just beyond that, there is, as the good captain said, a honest-to-God castle-esque fort. That seems to be rising up out of the ground. Let me take a look here. Isolde, you would notice pretty readily that ever so slightly separate from the main body of the fort, there does seem to be a tower. And you know where there are standalone towers, there are wizards.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
So Isolde points that out to the others. She's like, look there, tower separate from the rest of the fort. If ever there's going to be a wizard, he's going to be in there.
Well, then I think we know where we're going. Talk to the magic one. And,
now, you mean arcane magic specifically, because you realize there are several magic users among us.
no. Magic, magic. Hwata! Magic.
Yep, yes. Magic. And she casts Eldritch. Let's see. Do I have something? And she like casts light and then as a cantrip and then uncasts it, I guess, or just lets it go.
Mm.
She's like, there's Roger can do it, I can do it, Johann can do it. We all of us. I mean, I don't know if you can, but
Hey, magic! And with a paw, he'll tap the ground, and a 5x5 cube of earth will raise up Minecraft style and move to the side.
oh well, there we go then.
Magic.
Earth shape.
Hey,
This all just seems to support my thought that it's a druid who refuses to give up his wild shape or stays in it as long as possible. Is that what you're doing?
It's true. I was a druid once.
Once.
I was one of them ones that, they walk around and they're like, look at me, 2 legs and thumbs, look at me go. And then I was like, I'll be a dog, and I'm stuck.
You're stuck.
Stuck.
Is that
Huh.
a problem for you? Are you enjoying your time as a dog?
I love being a dog.
Oh, so you're that kind of stuck.
Stuck.
Right.
Stuck and happy.
No, I'm a different kind of stuck.
Oh.
Yeah, Isolde is basically implying that he uses the excuse of being stuck to stay a dog.
No, and Doctor says, I'm stuck with a bunch of gullible fools.
Oh, well played.
Indeed. Mm-hmm. You've got thumbs, but I've got brains and a mustache.
I honestly don't have a response to any of what I've just heard.
Then on we go, fair travelers.
I agree.
You make your way through the small, bustling village into the fort proper. The gates are flung wide open as there is bits of trade kind of funneling in and out. You can hear off in the distance the sound of a militia running drills, a big booming voice calling out formations. You can see off in one direction there is a blacksmith hard at work making something or other. There is of course, the massive central hall that with doors once again flung wide open to allow people entrance and exit. And off in the other directions, you can see there is, it looks like to be a tavern within the walls, as well as the aforementioned Wizard's Tower. What would you all like to do?
Is there a market square?
Aye, market. I'd agree with that.
Back where you came from. It was off of the main central village hub.
And is there a book vendor?
A book vendor. Let's take a look here if the book vendor is working today. Yes, the book vendor is working today.
So Isolde would like to browse what's available in terms of both history and magic.
Sure. Go ahead and what are you looking for specifically? Just kind of something general or
general history in terms of maybe the town itself.
Sure.
And also anything like any ritual scrolls that she can inscribe into her Book of Ancient Secrets. And or just even any books on magical crafting.
Okay, sure.
DIY this shit.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm sorry, what was that?
I would like to look over to as the salt goes off, I'd like to look over to Roger and Johann, and I'm gonna say, all right, follow my lead.
Oh no.
I'm gonna give
Real quick, am I still a dog?
Polymorph lasts an hour, so if it took more than
yeah.
I think 1.5 miles takes it more than an hour to.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Not necessarily. It could take more than an hour, but by average walking speed, it doesn't.
I was going to say, I used to walk to school, and it was about 1 mile, and it was like anywhere from 12 to 20 minutes. So 1.5 miles would be maybe
1.5 miles to the village, and then through the village to the fort.
That might be.
You could be riding on the very end of still being a dog.
No, I'll let it go.
All right.
I just wanted to be sure before I did any more shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, if you take the average of 3 miles an hour, then 1.5 miles is 1 hour. Or 1.5 miles is half an hour, excuse me.
All right, so check this out.
Yes.
I'm going to say, follow me. I know how to work these places. I've been around some time. and I want at least Roger. I don't think Johann is going to be very useful for this. I'm gonna just like, okay, Roger, you follow me, Johann. Okay. And I just take Roger.
I don't know if I should be offended or relieved that the dog does not mock me as part of his plan.
You should be offended.
I'm offended.
Relieved.
So I'm just
Alright.
watching
What you
them
got
go,
for me?
like, what are they gonna do? I'm gonna follow at a distance.
All right, so here's my plan. I would like to move into the market, and I would like to stealthily sneak up behind somebody who has like groceries, and I want to bark really, really loud so they drop their groceries, and then I want to grab something and run.
Okay. We will absolutely get to that in just a moment.
Okay, yeah, I just want to, yeah.
That's the plan. Love it.
And I feel like Roger knows what's happening here. Like he's pretty decent at this, so I figure he'd be a good accomplice.
Okay. Sounds good.
I
So
rolled a nat one on his intelligence check there. So.
Do you have a negative intelligence?
Yes.
Yeah, so do I.
0.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
I have a -1.
I'm
Okay,
excited
so
about our
that
new
is
friends.
that's what Roger and Dogtar are up to. I'm not Katie, I'm sorry. Isolt is perusing the bookshop expertly, I might add. Johann, what are you doing?
We had mentioned that there was a place that looked particularly inclined toward holding a person of magical persuasion.
Yes.
I'm gonna head there and
Excellent.
approach as a guest.
We will get to that in just a moment. I'm going to circle back around to Isolt. Isolt, you've rolled a natural 20 on book looking.
Nice.
So you are able to find a good number of tomes. The first one you do come across is there is a book about the general location, about the founding of this. This is actually the most common book that they have there. It seems like it's a fairly reasonable thing for people to want to, pick up if they may be visiting town from elsewhere. There is let's take a look here. No ritual scrolls, just because that is much more inclined to be, that's a specialty kind of bookshop. This is much more general than
Probably
that.
at the Wizard's Tower.
Probably. Your best bet is certainly going to be there. And you were also looking for books on magical craftsmanship. You do find a couple of these, but it's nothing like you were actually hoping to find. It's like, how to fix up, 15 ways to fix up your plow with mending.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mending.
Number 1, you cast mending. Number 2, you cast mending.
Yeah. You cast mending, but you do it like in bursts, so it makes a quicker and more tight knit. Doesn't look as pretty, but it holds better. Was there anything else that you were looking for?
I mean, she might flip through the book on the history of the town, see if there's any names that stand out to her.
Sure. You see the name Master Jojen Smallpaw. And that is the local wizard. There is also a Master Dakota, and they are a warlock that works in the area. The one odd thing that you're noting is that none of the gods seem to be the ones you're used to. It seems like they have kind of a local pantheon that they champion here.
Okay. In that case, with the local pantheon, I'll actually purchase a copy of that.
Sure. Absolutely, that'll be 3 gold.
Okay. And it's just like the history of.
Yeah, the history of Valenhart.
Valenhart?
Valenhart, yes.
Okay. Ooh, really quickly.
Yes.
It's probably not going to be there. I was going to ask if there were any books about Tiamat, but I seriously doubt it. It's more of a wizard or a warlock thing.
You see, I mean, there are definitely books there that include the larger typical pantheon as well. These people do, when you live in the realms, you can't exactly discount the fact that, all of these other gods do in fact exist, even if they do keep, local gods. So there are books like, that include Tiamat, but nothing explicitly about her.
Okay. And so there's Dakota, the warlock,
Mm-hmm.
and is it Jojen?
Jojen, yes. Jojen Smallpaw Forester.
Is the wizard, and does it say where the warlock's located?
It's interesting because it kind of seems to fluctuate. It seems like he is located here some of the times, but also has some sort of nobility in another country, but details get fuzzy on that.
Okay, so after purchasing the book, she asks the vendor if Dakota's in town.
Oh, Lord, dearie, I have no earthly idea. He tends to come and go as he pleases, you see.
Ah, understood. Well, thank you very much.
Of course, my dear. You have a lovely day.
And so then she's gonna go and head after Johann towards the wizard's
Absolutely.
tower.
Absolutely. All right. In the market, shenanigans are afoot.
Shenanigans.
All right. Dogtar, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
11.
11. Okay. They notice that there is a dog hanging around. Describe your target real quick.
All right, so I'm absolutely looking for someone who is easily to scare. So I'm looking for like a child
Naturally.
who has taken the same approach to groceries as we have. I'm making one trip and only one trip, so he carried as many groceries as he can.
Naturally. Okay. Yeah, that's easy enough to find. So with an 11, they have noticed that there is a dog behind them, but their arms are so full of groceries that there's just, they cannot stop to pet. They want to stop to pet, but they cannot. And so they are making a beeline to the back into the streets of the village where they live.
Okay. I'm gonna look over to Roger to see what he's got.
Roger, what are you doing?
He sees what Dogtor's doing. He understands what he's doing. He thinks he does. So he's gonna reach into his bag of tricks. Pull out one of these little guys and throw it into the middle of the market.
Okay.
Does someone want to roll a d8 for me, please?
I'll do it.
I will. Okay.
So it's right.
6.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is that a soot sprite?
6.
6?
Yes, that is a soot sprite.
Okay.
So a giant boar materializes from that little soot thing.
Oh boy.
And I'll have it start scaring people.
It's gonna start killing people.
That's scary.
It's gonna try.
I'm gonna run after Dogtor. Like, what the fuck?
So this boar starts rampaging around. Let me take a look here. The child has rolled a 19 to keep its cool.
Fucking damn
Wow.
kid!
Oh.
Okay, go ahead and Doctor, go ahead. I would like you to roll me an intimidation check.
Oh dear. 4. I mean, it's
4.
like 8, but it's
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. That does knock it down below the or to the 15 mark, which is what I was looking for. So with your bark combined with the boar charging around, this child does drop 1 loaf of bread.
I wrap my teeth around that loaf of bread and I sprint out of there.
All right. Dogtor, go ahead and make me an athletics check to move through the crowd.
Okay, you know what? Can I do a spell to fix this?
Of course.
All right. So, as the bread drops, I whisper some words of the arcane. I run forward. I scoop the bread, and as the kid comes over to me, I'm going to use 10 feet of a running start, and then I'm going to jump 12 feet off of the ground because I can't jump on myself, and I want to jump onto a building and then just jump building from building.
All right, so Spider Dog takes off.
Spider dog, spider dog.
Spider dog.
Is whatever a
Steals
spider dog
bread
does.
from children.
One jump ahead of the children.
One
Jump.
jump dog.
At my feet.
We're a blink dog,
All right.
but jump dog.
Dogtor takes to the air and is easily able to maneuver away with his trophy in mouth. Roger, it's you and a boar. The boar, as I recall from the bag of tricks, is friendly to you.
It's friendly to me. I can give it just like general orders. In the
Mhm.
absence of such orders, it acts appropriately to its nature.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna have. What is he doing? As I say, Dogtor just jump away. I'm gonna have the boar run out of the market and
Mhm.
just start running down the road.
Okay, just out of town.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's done its job.
Yeah, you see this boar dash out of town. You do see one full-blooded orc look after it and just kind of like scratch his head, shrug, and go back to doing what he's doing. But yeah, the market, after a couple of minutes, once they realize that the wild pig is gone, everybody just kind of gets about their business once again.
Yes, success. Bloodrunner's just gonna walk around.
Fair enough.
Hopefully, Dogtor will return.
Dogtor will return.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
In Spider-Man 4.
Oh gosh. Which is Dog
Johann.
Yeah, that's me.
Johann.
I'm
Mhm.
moseying on to the tower, this mage's tower.
Mhm.
Whether or not you have Isul to catch up with me or not is up to you.
Isolde will catch up to you in just a couple of minutes, but
Okay.
right now, as you get there, Isolde is still kind of perusing the marketplace.
Okay.
And you get up there and you knock on the door.
Mm-hmm. I do.
You hear from the inside, there is some mewing
Like cats.
and scritching, yeah, like a cat, scritching at the door.
Mhm.
And then you see from the inside, there's the big like slotted peephole.
Yeah.
You see it open, and a very tiny white cat with a little wizard's hat is sitting inside. Looks you up and down, and then kind of a raspy voice comes from the small cat. Yes, hello. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the wizard who inhabits this tower. I have a very pressing matter to discuss involving Featherlight Opals.
Featherlight Opals. Oh, you're with that thing that went down last night. Yeah,
Oh,
hold on. Let me come downstairs.
Indeed.
And then the slotted peephole shuts, and you can hear just barely on the inside a pair of heavy footfalls go. And the door opens up, and you see in front of you a bear folk.
Oh. Well, that's
A big
good.
white polar bear guy with a matching wizard's hat to the familiar that just opened up the door.
Mhm.
Isolde is gonna flip.
Come on in.
Oh, very good.
What's your name, son?
You can call me Johann.
Johann.
Johann
I'm,
Frost.
Master Forrester. Jojen Smallpaw, though everybody calls me. Come on in, have a seat.
Thank you very much.
Tea?
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
And
find a seat and sit down. Look around
he
at his knickknacks.
goes ahead and you see the one cat that you saw initially, but you do also see 3 other identical white cats, all with different pieces of headgear to differentiate them. And you see 2 of the cats set about making tea.
Now that's an impressive trick.
It's all a matter of keeping, uh, they're familiar, so you gotta keep them balanced, right? But once you get it down, it's fine.
Hmm.
As long as you put the work in, that's all. Anyways, so Johann, is it?
It
What's
was.
this about an opal? I saw
So,
that your boat went down last night. Terrible shame.
I think that the largest shame is that anyone bore witness. I was hoping we'd be a bit more discreet in our decline. In any event, yes, it seems that a natural event occurred. I was told lightning, because I did not witness it myself, managed to strike the Opal as some fool had it out, and damaged it. Do I have it with me? Who's carrying it? Excuse me, I got something in my throat.
Dog Tour swallowed it.
Right, Dog Tour swallowed it.
Yeah.
I don't have it with me. One of the people I traveled to town with has it, and once I locate them, if you think you can help us, we can bring it forth. However, it was severely damaged, and our research, limited though it was, indicated that it could yet be repaired if we could find someone in the know. Might you, Mr. Smallpaw, be one such person?
I might. I'm not quite the artificer that some of my students are, but I'm no small crack at it. Like I think I might be able to help you out. I had something going on today. If y'all might be willing to trade me spots, honestly, I'd prefer research work to field work any day of the week. So if you'd be willing to kind of take my place out in the field, I'd be more than happy to go ahead and get this going for you.
Well, that does sound like a deal I'd be willing to make. Would you enlighten me as to some of the details of that research work so I can be certain what I'm agreeing to?
Well, it's not quite research work. It's we've got a mine just a little bit north of here.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of About 3 weeks ago, I want to say, we got actually word that they had cracked into some kind of like an old like a temple or a tomb or something. I wasn't quite sure. I was actually out at Candlekeep when they did that, but they have standing orders that if they feel confident that they can explore the place, they should go ahead and do it. So they did, and now we haven't heard back from them.
I see. So this is a sort of a search and rescue, or search and report back on what could be a violent end.
Correct. I really, really hope it's not that. I don't want to have to
Indeed, of
bother
course.
folks.
I don't want to speak on behalf of my team quite yet. I think we would be up for that, but once I have made contact with them and explained the situation, I think that we can come to an arrangement to exchange services.
Oh, excellent. No, that actually is a load off of my mind. No, thank you. Yes, as soon as we get word from your team, I'd be happy to. Also, yeah, I would need the opal too.
You need the vehicle.
No, just the opal.
Oh, the Opal. Yes. No. As I said, one of the people I traveled here with has it and should be able to produce it for you once the time has come.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes. No, you've been
At that
most.
point, there is as Isolt arrives.
I'm gonna accept my tea from the cats and just start drinking it.
Is the assault also greeted by a cat?
No, Assault, because you are greeted by the polar bear folk with a cat on his shoulder. Hello?
Isolt. Oh, hello.
Hey, twinsies!
Isolt is momentarily startled because her celestial patron is an Ursinal and they're the bear Gardenals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Isolt is a little starstruck. She's like, hello, pleasure to meet you. My name's Isolt. Meanwhile,
Yes, so-
Taliesin is looking down at all the kittens like, ooh, frenzies.
Yes. And Jojen reaches out and shakes your hand. Master Jojen Smallpaw Forrester, pleasure to make your acquaintance. Are you with Johann in here?
I am, yes.
Excellent. Please come on in.
Ah, Isolde, you're along. Excellent. I was just speaking with Master Jojen Smallpaw here. He has told me that he thinks he may be able to help us with the Opal in exchange for some work that he'd prefer not to do himself.
Sounds fair.
Indeed. Master Smallpaw has the details, but he has told me that it involves going to a mine where some people have recently fallen out of contact, and we should be finding out what the reason for that is.
Understood. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to sit and talk with the cats and Mr. Smallpaw here, but I'm absolutely willing to help.
Excellent. Oh, that puts me at ease for sure. I might be having some company in later today as well. This, I imagine it's fine. It should just be a quick run and check in, but just in case it's not, yeah, if something is going wrong, obviously, if you can put it right and bring back proof that something did go south, of course there would be a reward in it for you as well.
Understood. Hopefully it's a reason other than things having gone south.
Absolutely. In the meantime, Roger and Dogtar, what are you up to?
Find dog tour in like 5 minutes. I'll just start wandering around. I'll look for one of two places. Either a place that has musical instruments or a place that is like a clothing shop.
Sure.
I was gonna say, I find like a discreet place. I use mold earth. I bury the bread.
Good.
I forgot my shield, by the way. So if there's like a metal trash can lid I could grab.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. No, it's not a proper shield. It only gives you +1 AC instead of +2.
I totally agree with that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna put that, and I'm just gonna kind of carry that with me now because I need a shield.
Okay.
Now that I've secured food for winter, we're here about heroes. Heroes are in taverns. I want to sit outside of a tavern and start nosing through the garbage. And also trying to listen to any rumors coming through the windows. But most importantly, I want to know what's in this garbage.
Naturally. So you make your way over to the tavern of Valenhart, the ever famous Lawful Waffle, and you start nosing through the garbage. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check at advantage because you know you some garbage.
I know me some garbage. Well, son of a bitch. Oh, wait, this is advantage, not disadvantage. Natural 20.
Hey, all
Nice.
right. You find some grade A premium garbage in there. Somebody threw out like half a chicken followed by a whole thing of soup. So this thing has been marinating all night and it is phenomenal.
I need to. The doctor's like, we need to save this for winter. You know how hungry and lonely I get at winter. But maybe just a nibble. So he eats half of it.
Good call.
It's definitely gonna bury the other half for winter. It's called. By the way, it's called the Lawful what?
Waffle.
Waffle.
Okay.
Awesome.
There is a story to this place. I will tell you once we are done.
I would appreciate it.
Yes. So you do that and you start burying that and go ahead and roll me perception at disadvantage to listen for rumors.
Oh, even with disadvantage, I think that's about a soft 20.
Hey, all right. with that, you are able to actually as you are burying, you are able to hear a couple of voices start talking about there is a performance space that is buried deep in the woods, not too far from Valenheart itself. And it sounds like there is going to be some kind of a show going on there tonight. Somebody else in there cautions that particular individual against going, though, because they have heard some shady things about the performance troupe that will be there.
Excellent. Thank you.
Of course. And Roger, obviously Doktar has taken flight far away from here, so you go ahead and start perusing. You're able to find clother and a music shop relatively easily. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or just kind of browsing around?
Kind of in particular, I'll head to the music shop.
Okay.
Walk in, just go hello, hello.
Oh, hello there. What can I do for you?
So you know a lot about instruments, right?
Man, I hope so.
Oh, that is amazing.
Ah, shit, man. I hope.
I could really use your help. See, I was recently gifted this thing. And he's gonna pull out the Knaev mandolin and go, I don't know how to play this.
Oh. Well, I know a lot about like instruments, but I don't know a whole lot about playing them. Like I know the piano and the recorder, but that's about it. I think we got
And you're so
somebody.
good.
I think we got somebody like in the walls that might be able to help you, though. One of the Fountain folks might be able to swing that for you. But I'm not sure if they're around. I mean, I could, if you come back later, maybe. I think Paul knows how to play that. Paul might be able to help you.
That would be amazing. How late are you gonna be here?
I mean, I'll be here until about lunchtime. That's when Paul comes in and takes over. Paul will be in just after lunch, and he'll be here for the rest of the day.
Oh, bless you, sir.
And bless you, sir. Goodbye.
I will be back later, and he'll leave.
All right.
And then he'll head to the clothing shop
Okay.
again. Hello, hello.
Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
If you know a lot about making like patches for things, and he'll point to his robe of many or robe of useful items, and he'll point to the patches that are on it.
This woman reaches underneath the counter and pulls out what appears to be a jeweler's loop and starts looking, like flicking through the loop. It's like, I can make patches, but I can't make patches like that.
Oh no, they don't have to be.
Okay.
I'm just looking for some new things to put up here. I've kind of torn a couple off, and I just want to replace them.
Oh.
And
Okay.
he'll pull out very badly damaged piece of paper with very, very crudely drawn drawings.
Okay.
One of a book, one of whatever Johann symbol is, one of a cat, and then there's going to be one of a very, very long-looking silver dragon.
Bless Roger. Yes.
Aw.
Okay.
Yeah.
So much awe.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes. I think I might be able to help you with this, good sir. When will you be needing it?
I honestly don't know how long I'm going to be here. Our ship went down. I don't know if it's going to be a day or a couple days or just tonight.
Very good. Give me, well, this shouldn't be too hard. I don't have a whole lot going on. Give me until just about lunchtime, and I should be able to have it for you, dearie.
Oh, bless you.
And bless you, dearie.
Cool. I'll be back, and then he'll take right off.
Okay.
But he'll put down like 10 gold because he doesn't know what like money is.
More than enough.
I think this will cover it, and then he'll split.
Okay. Before she can tell you that that's far too much, you're gone.
Oh yeah.
But she does knock that into the till, and from there, do you head to the wizard's tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if I see it, I'll be like, oh shit, yeah, that's what we were supposed to do.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay. The two of you head to the Wizard's Tower and land there just about in time. And just like with Assault, Roger, I'm assuming Roger Knox. I'd be interested to see how Dr. Knox.
Very simply, I bang my head against the door.
Fair. And you open the door, and there is this big polar bear with a wizard's hat that opens it. And it's like, you two must be the others with
A fucking bear! 9 hells, what is this? What kind of evil is bestowed upon us? A bear that can talk!
Isolt says very sharply, "You will respect him in his home."
I was gonna say that's pretty rude, dude.
I'm sorry, a big talking bear comes out of nowhere. Bear comes talking to you in the woods. Hey there, I'm a talking bear. Nah, that's fate trying to trick you into giving up your thumbs.
You are a talking dog, and I recommend highly that you shut your trap.
This tea is excellent.
Oh, there's tea.
Which one
And
of
I'll
you?
walk you. Good.
Which one of you two is the one with the opal?
That's me.
Where is it?
Oh, I swallowed it.
Great
Safe.
question.
You what?
All right, so think about it like this. You got your purse, right? You're walking through town. Kids stick their grimy little fingers in there. Pull out your gold. Now you got no gold. I take this magical thing. I put it in my belly. Kids ain't reaching in my belly. If they do, I'm dead. Not my problem.
Yeah, people take stuff all the time. It's a real tragedy.
I wish I could tell him he didn't have a point, but he has a point.
Okay. I'm going to regret this, but I do need that opal.
Oh, I quickly look around and I need to find really nice carpet.
Oh, God.
That's all over the place. This place is gorgeous.
Oh, is it just anywhere like just something like anything? Like
You look for the most expensive thing, and you can see off to the side of the room there's an astrolabe.
Oh no!
Bolt has prestidigitation ready.
I quickly run to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hold my ear. Oh, what a fucking friend. Yeah,
I did say he could produce it when you needed it.
I do need it now.
Yeah, I produce it along with some of the chicken and soup.
Oh God! He prestidigitates, but still is like choking himself back.
Oh, I can smell that over here.
You got food for all of us. This is awesome.
I buried some too. We can get it this winter.
Roger,
Awesome.
I'm begging you not to eat what you just threw up.
But it's perfectly good.
Okay. So here's the situation. There's a mine to the north. There's a mine to the north. Let me see the opal, and slides the little door open, looks at it's like, okay. Yeah, I think I can fix that. I can call in some help. But check out the mine to the north. If something's gone wrong, just try and fix it. And I'll have this ready by the time you get back.
And Isolt is like, I'm so sorry. He's not usually with us.
I understand. You don't always have control over the people you adventure with.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Mr. Smallpaw, thank you very much for your hospitality and your patience. I extend a hand to him. We will fulfill our end of the deal, and we will find you later. Hopefully you will have some good news.
And a massive bear paw clasps your hand and shakes.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I do my best to not seem bothered at all by that.
And you get this agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Before we leave, do I see like a privy?
Not here. Not like just by seeing.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Dog Tour's just looking around for a privy.
Yeah, if you don't say anything, you won't find anything.
Okay,
At least in
yeah.
character.
No.
But yeah, so with that, Jojen gives you direction to where you need to go, and you are free to take your leave. And I think this is an excellent spot for a bio break.
Yeah.
Speaking of privies.
Speaking of privies.
Speaking of privies.
All right. 5 minutes or so? 10 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes is fine.
All right.
Cool.
Dog ate the thing.
I love dog tours so much.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's just you, but with less apprehension.
It's so good. I can learn from this.
Don't!
But it's like, do, but don't.
Do, but don't.
I'll be right back. I'll use the bio break to give my dad his meds.
Go get some water. I'll be right back.
I'll be here.
I like this is called a bio break. That's exactly what it is. I like that. It's better than calling it a bathroom break.
We've always... I think, actually, the first time it got that name was probably in 2011-ish, 2012 maybe, with my DM back then. She called it a bio break.
Huh.
We just sort of caught on with our group after that. We definitely called them bathroom breaks before that.
Bathroom breaks, potty breaks.
Yeah. Gotta go make a head call.
Yep. Polish the head. Oh wait,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
another
just confused. So, I guess I just want to clear things up, because I had always heard that Tiamat was in Avernus of her own free will, and she had literally bullied Asmodeus into giving her that realm. And I'm looking at the description from the Forgotten Realms wiki, and I don't see anything about, like, it's listed, the first level of Avernus is listed as one of her lairs. Like, it doesn't say anything about her being prisoner. It does say that she was, for a short time, what is the word they used? A minion, servant of Asmodeus. A reluctant servant of Asmodeus, but maybe that's why she has a lair? Maybe because she was serving him? I don't know. As an archfiend, she was given rulership of Avernus by Asmodeus. Her job was to prevent outcast devils on that layer of hell from becoming a threat, but performed so poorly that Asmodeus demoted her. Okay, that I didn't know about. But I probably should.
So basically what it is that the very beginning, in the very beginning, I'm gonna just take a shot at the name, and I'm pretty sure it's right. In the very beginning, there was the god Io.
Yep, Io. It was split into Bahamut and Tiamat.
Okay, yeah. So you're up on that one.
The Dawn War is the pantheon I use, and that's right. I think where that originated.
So basically, yeah, she uses it as a place to, is an encampment. in some previous editions, previous stories, it was where she just kind of camped out
Yeah.
because no god's full enough to come down and get her, especially, Bahamut.
Mhm.
But basically, like, yes, the reason why she got demoted is because respect is power in the Hells. But like Tiamat's just trying to get back to the material plane. So use the resources, but not do the job for as long as you can.
Right.
And then I think, because I haven't read all of it yet, but the rise of Tiamat is about Tiamat being brought back to this plane of existence.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is the part I didn't know, was that once the Untheric War happened, Tiamat and Bahamut both lost their godlike powers. They're no longer gods. I didn't know that.
I actually didn't know that either.
Yeah, so it says, during the Battle of the Gods, Tiamat saw an opportunity to slay Gilgaim while he was battling Ilnaval. However, Marduk intercepted it, and in the ensuing battle, they killed each other. With both of their Untheric aspects dead, Tiamat and Bahamut were both stripped of their divine power. Tiamat was reduced to the status of an archfiend. Her last few followers in Unther not enough to allow her to remain even as a lesser deity. However, Gilgaim became the tyrannical god king. The people of Unther never forgot the nemesis of the gods, and they increasingly turned to her in secret for succor. So then it goes on to talk about how, as an archfiend, she served Asmodeus in Avernus. It says, knowing her failure was not deliberate, by reading her thoughts, Asmodeus deigned to allow Tiamat to remain in Avernus unpunished, and even gave her a chance to regain her position if she impressed him in her new role as the guardian of the main gate to Dis. Interesting. Yeah. Like, this is all detail I wasn't aware of, because as far as the Dawn War is concerned, Io is killed in the Battle of the Gods at the beginning. It is split into the aspects Tiamat and Bahamut, and both of them are just gods. Like, that was it.
I didn't know a lot of that second part.
Right. This talks about Ao, which is the name of the DM, basically. Supposedly the god that created the world. And it's not confusing at all that you have Ao and Io. It's never been confusing.
Simple, frankly. How could you get confused?
Right.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, that's just so much stuff. You just get as little as you know. You just little as you can retain. Go with it.
Right. Okay. No, this is good information. Like, it's detail that can be included and doesn't have to be included in other pantheonic stories. So it's just good knowledge to have in the back of the head there.
Yeah, there's a lot of hell knowledge to know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell of a lot of knowledge.
I'm having a devil of a time learning all this stuff for my character. Oh.
I recommend Mordenkainen's. I love Mordenkainen's.
Which one? There's so many.
The Tome of Foes.
Okay.
Tome of Foes, the newest one. I've got one really excellent book I had found. It's Volo's Guide to Waterdeep.
Ooh.
And it's just like 200 or 300 pages of Northward. Here's this shop. It's known for this. Here's a lore about it. Here's the fun thing about it. And apparently there is in the South Ward, there is a tavern that has a big courtyard. And then I think like once a year or during a certain kind of solstice, by the end of the summer solstice or something, Saloon creates a magic orb of no gravity. And people jump off the tavern to land inside of the gravity-free orb and dance.
Oh, neat. That actually sounds like a lot of fun.
Cyanide is so extra.
But also sometimes it doesn't work.
Bad.
So, there's also and I can't find where it's at because I've been scouring the book for it, because I have a party in Waterdeep right now. there's actually a tavern there that is under a wild magic curse. So if you go in, whatever you cast automatically becomes wild magic.
We were in a dungeon like that once in one of the groups I was in, a wild magic dungeon that ended interestingly. I didn't even realize it until the first couple of spells had like these weird effects, and I was like, "Oh shit, guys, wild magic!"
I cast light, a fireball erupts. Nope.
Oh, like we like winked out and winked back in, like
Nice.
on the material plane, and it was like, oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Wild magic can be scary.
The one time I played with a wild magic sorcerer in the party, I think it was the third game. We were in the middle of a big brawl in the middle of a city, and the fireball centered on you thing came up. We were all like maybe level 5, if that. When a fireball is like, oh, this could down the whole party, and it almost did.
Yeah. Fifth level
How do you-
spells are scary.
How do you guys do wild magic? Because I know the book says if you roll a 1 every time, like, right?
Yeah, if you roll a 1, you roll off the table.
Yep.
The only exception we did was in the wild magic dungeon, where literally every spell you cast, that he rolled off the table because it was a wild magic dungeon.
Yeah, I think he had an expanded range. Like, I think it might have been like a 1 through 5, maybe. But that was offset because very shortly after that, he actually got an amulet that let him roll on the table twice and pick which of the two, which actually makes wild magic sorcerers wicked broken, because a lot of those things are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So one time, our wild magic sorcerer rolled that he couldn't get on the table and he couldn't get drunk for the next 24 hours. So he literally walked into the nearest tavern and made a bet on someone out drinking him. And of course, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And he won a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it was very funny.
I haven't used wild magic in my story so far. Part of that's just been because where the story is dealing with other things, but definitely part of that is because I'm not a big fan of random things. I like stuff to feel meaningful and like there's a reason and a logic to it so that the players can actually interface with it. So I haven't used it yet. That's not to say that wild magic isn't there. It just hasn't come up yet. I will not use things like the Deck of Many Things. Ever.
See, I'm the opposite. I feel like the Deck of Many Things and the wild magic there is a rhyme or reason to them, because they are there to balance out the order. And so while they are chaotic, there is in fact a rhyme or reason to them. And while they may be random, they're not truly random. But that's the moral philosopher in me, probably.
My problem is that the Deck of Many Things can be like, you roll a D%, the game ends. Good job.
That's the thing.
Pretty much.
I will never put that into a serious story.
Brutal.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not to change anyone's mind about when we do these things. I use the Deck of Many the way I do. You get the one card and you only know what it is if you flip it. I do it is kind of a stare down. Oh, it's like a stare down tactic with my players. Because one card means no matter what you do, you can't fix it.
Right.
But it could also break the campaign in your favor, or it could kill you, of whatever it does. It's just, I don't know what it's gonna do. I don't know what's gonna happen when you do this, and it's all on me to figure it out. But it could also kill you, and it's one of those which it's like, I'll give it to you, and I'm ready for every bit of consequence if you are.
I've talked to other
Russian roulette magic.
Yeah, I've talked to other DMs whose strategy is almost always, well, I just, take out the really bad stuff. I'm like, then why have it? Like, the whole point of the deck of many things is that it's random. If you don't actually want the random effects, don't put it in the game.
Right.
The thought that I have had, because I've lost a character to the deck of many things, so I am wicked salty about it on a regular basis. That being said, I do also love it because I like the idea of that chaos and what I've thought about doing in the past, and may honestly, like, I don't think that's going to be like the next set of characters for another path, but maybe the ones after, is do a very, very short mini campaign where the resulting like reward is each character gets one draw from the deck of many things, and then fast forward 15 years and play different
I
characters.
would
But
play
you are
the heck out
living
of
in
that.
the world crafted by the use of the deck of many things. Because maybe somebody gets a wish. Honestly, at that point, somebody should probably get a wish if you're going to be doing that, because giving one character like ultimate control, like, hey, you get to bend reality the way you want to. How would you do that?
I would play the heck out of that campaign.
But there's also stuff like Donjon and the specter of death following somebody, and this person is just constantly running from death, and they are some sort of like a weird vigilant, like, no, it is I don't know if that was an invented idea from me or if I like Oprah memoried it or something, but I do want to do that at some point.
That would be, see, that's tough on the DM. Like, as the DM, it's, again, you've just got to accept what it is and work around it. Man, I've never got to flip a card from the deck of many things.
Yeah, I got Disintegrate. Do not recommend 0 out of 10.
would not draw again.
They had to sweep me up and take me to a cleric.
Can that one be undone? Nice.
Apparently.
The cleric went, "You wanted to bury this, right? I can do that."
It's like, no, this is our friend. It's like, oh, fuck. What did you do to him? Can you fix him? Maybe. This was in Eberron, so I think they actually like straight up took me to like a cleric of Eberron who my changeling was a devotee of.
We got everyone back?
I am here.
I am also here. And I accidentally got popcorn grease on my character sheet. Not the first time, won't be the last time.
Fair.
I can't get popcorn grease on my character sheet. It's digital.
Oh no, you can still get popcorn grease on it. It would just have much more dire consequences.
Oh goodness, no! Don't do that.
You could just wipe it on your screen.
That just hurts my soul. I don't like this discussion.
Roger, are you there?
Okay, with the pea water.
Pea water is where you drop the line, huh? That's where it ends.
Yeah. Pea water is where
right.
I'm drawing the line.
All right. Well, cool. So you have been given your direction out of town. You are heading north into the woods, just north of the actual city of Valenhart itself. Does anybody want to do anything before y'all leave town?
I let everyone know that there's some sort of concert going on in the woods tonight, and I have heard it's going to be good.
What's the catch?
Where does this information come from?
Doesn't matter. It's gonna be some good.
Don't worry about where it comes from. I wouldn't make it up. Oh, I haven't lied to you yet, have I?
Possibly.
Entirely possible.
But you don't know that I have, which means reasonably I haven't. Concert tonight in the
actually,
woods.
I would
Roll an
beg
insight.
to differ 10,000%, but
Just gonna roll an insight if that's all right.
yeah, I think I'll do that too. And I rolled shite.
Me too. I believe him.
17.
After all, I
got a 7.
I got a 9.
Really? Free show. Stand up. We should really check it out before we head off.
I don't think we should be doing this before we head off. We have a job to do, and that's the only reason we might be getting our Featherlight Opal fixed.
Aye, before we leave with the Featherlight Opal.
Fine, we'll consider it.
There'll be time. Don't worry about it.
I trust you, Roger.
I trust you too, Doctor.
Wink.
And Isolt is thinking, "Oh, you sweet summer children."
I think that our problems are probably worse. That they are getting along so well.
Oh, I'm
Probably the
in
beginning.
agreement.
All right. You all head off north. It's a relatively easy walk to get out of town. Once you get past the walls very quickly, the sound and commotion of the city fades behind you, and you are left amongst the trees. It takes probably about another 2 hours or so to actually get to where you're going. But easily enough, you do find this mine that is set back into a low hill just coming up and out. And you head to the door. But even before you reach there, you realize that there is something amiss. Where you believe you should be hearing noises and the clink of pickaxes against the rock, you hear nothing but silence, groaning trees, and maybe some clattering rocks, but not the ones you're expecting to hear.
Obligatory. I got a bad feeling about this.
Yes, it's a little quiet for a mining camp.
Hey, y'all worry too much. They're probably taking a break, having lunch or something.
At the same time, with no one on
Sure.
watch.
Of course. It's a mine near a city full of heroes. What do they gotta watch for? They're all just having lunch or a nap.
That they've got plenty to watch for.
Did you hear that it was a city full of heroes?
Hey, that's what the big putty cat said. It was it's a heroes village, yeah?
If Isolt flips through her book of history that she got off them, can she confirm that?
Yeah, so the village was actually a gift from the Lords of Candlekeep to a band of heroes that performed a great deed about 15-20 years ago. And they, you've met one of them, Master Forrester was one of these great heroes, as was the other individual Dakota mentioned in there. There's a few other ones that are mentioned, but you had not met them by the time you left town.
I had gone straight to the Mage's Tower, so I didn't know that much about the town.
Did you notice he had no privy there?
Honestly, it hadn't been a priority that I was looking into. I was enjoying the hospitality that he extended the group in spite of certain, deficiencies in our decorum.
Deficiencies? In decorum? We weren't designing anything. What do we need to decorate?
I feel my case can rest itself.
Quite easily.
I just figured no privy because he's a bear.
Anybody who's
And a bear
looking,
sits in the woods.
he would never.
Dogcore laughs and laughs and laughs at his own joke.
If you anybody who is actually actively looking around could go ahead and roll me a perception, an investigation check, rather.
Investigation. I'm really good at that.
Sure.
Oh, that actually isn't half bad. I got an 18.
That's going to be a 13 for me.
Okay.
I need to get some new d20s out.
Yeah, Assault, you're looking around and everything's looking fine. It's quiet. That's kind of weird, but you're not seeing anything. Johann, though, you notice something a little stranger. You are starting to kind of get closer to the actual entrance to the mine itself when you find a body. You almost missed it because it does not appear to be made of flesh and bone. It looks like it's made of stone, but this was certainly a person. But it's like cracked stone, like moss and cobblestone.
Fellows, I think I may have found something of import.
Oh dear.
I'll walk
That's
over.
troublesome.
This
I'll walk
looks.
over to the body.
Sure.
I'm not entirely certain, but this looks like the work of a petrification spell. And it
If
looks like
anybody
it was
wants
done at
to-
least a few days ago, maybe a few weeks ago.
If anybody is trained in medicine, I would allow them to roll a medicine check.
How is the cleric not trained in
Nope.
medicine?
Yeah, I don't have medicine. I have Arcana.
Nope.
I'm not trained in it.
Nobody is.
You're a cleric. Well, to be fair, most of my clerics aren't actually trained in medicine. Because
It's
they're
unfortunately a
magical
lot less
healing.
useful in 5e than it was in other editions.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Those
It's
of you,
incredibly useful. All you got to do is roll a 10 on a downed comrade, and they automatically go stable.
Yeah, but if you have a healer in the group, then you don't have to roll anything.
That's
True.
That's true.
Spare the dying.
Spare the
Yeah,
dying,
any
lay on
healing
hands for a
spell.
single point of HP, cure wounds.
those of you that are trained in Arcana, I would allow you to roll at disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage it is.
I am. Wow.
Even at disadvantage, I'm doing real well.
Nice. I
Um,
don't think I am.
So
No, super
13,
not. I
that's
got a
going to be a
9.
19 at
Nice.
disadvantage.
High five.
A 13, you said?
No.
19 with disadvantage.
19 for assault.
Mhm.
So yeah, that'll do it. You look at this guy and then you immediately kind of pedal back away. You have heard of these kinds of, this isn't a petrification spell. This is a disease. This is an old disease born of magic that has throughout most of the world simply died out and gone away. But it appears that it has reawakened here. It is a very fast acting. It kills within the span of a day.
Oof.
Not good.
But you can fight it off. You just, you have to be lucky. And clearly the individuals that lived and worked here within the mines were not that.
Everyone, this is a disease,
Well,
and it's not a good one. It's kills you within a day if you're unlucky. If you're lucky, you can survive, but
can
see,
you
the thing is,
contract it
in
by
most
touching the
places,
dead?
in most places, it's been wiped out, or at least has died out over time. Clearly not here. Makes me wonder what they were digging up and how old it was. Maybe some of the particles were left in there, dormant, and reawakened somehow.
Hey, Salt, have you got prestidigitation?
I believe I do. Let me double check on that.
I'm thinking cleaning's not going to do much for this thing.
That's for me.
I do not actually have prestidigitation. I thought I did, but I don't.
I'd like to take a little bit of time, do a couple mold earths, make like a 10 by 10 pit.
Sure.
And use gust as many times as it takes to tip the body over
Mm-hmm.
into the grave and then bury it.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
You're able to, without touching the body, kind of mold the earth around and use gust to blow that body in.
And then I turn around and kick grass on top of it with my back legs.
Well, of course.
Of course,
That may have been the smartest thing you've done all day.
You wait till we get inside.
Is it
Somehow
safe to go inside?
Certainly, I go inside.
Okay. You walk inside and
The dog.
you walk inside and you find several more of these bodies just sitting around. It looks like they just were in the middle of working, and then whatever this disease was just made them stop.
I turn around and I shout out, "Nothing to worry about. It's just full of corpses."
Does
well, I mean,
Isolde know
that's
the
fine, then.
name per se, or is she not familiar with it?
It is called mineral rot.
Ooh.
Yay.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
This is very awesome.
I am going to preface some of this that there are elements of this aspect of the adventure that I am pulling from a book called Prepared 2. That is full of one-shot adventures. I had a couple of these lined up that I thought would be fun, and this is the one that we ended up going with.
Nice.
This is great. I'm psyched. We don't have any
Excellent.
paladins. There's no bullshit. 5 lay on hands, you're cured. None of
Nah.
that shit, man. It's if we get sick, we're fucked. Let's do this.
Yes, it is. And I, as your GM for tonight, do want to say you do not want to get this. It is nasty, and I am not. Look, Dan has already said that if what happens tonight is canon, and
Yep.
these things will stay canon.
Well, shit. I'm terrified now.
I have no love lost.
Hardcore said it was fine, so it's gonna be fine, guys.
It's gonna be fine. So you make your way in, and yeah, you see just several of these bodies sitting and slumped and not good.
I want to cast light on my dog collar so that I can see.
Okay. The light filtering in from outside is added to by the illuminated dog collar. You can see you are in kind of like a work/sleep area for the mine. It looks like this is where folks kind of prepped to actually delve into the mine itself. And there are pickaxes along the walls. You see people slumped over tables as if the stone just kind of took them while they were in the middle of their breakfast. You see some other people. It looks like there's some gear lined up on the walls as well. Some people slumped over while trying to get themselves ready for another day of work.
What
At the
race
far
are these folks?
Mostly human. You do see one or two of some bear folk as well. You also do see I'm trying to think here who all would actually let me see here. Where did I have that written down? You see some tabaxi as well. But yeah, mostly human and a couple of dwarves.
A strange collection here. They all got the rot. So at least we know that it's everyone can get it.
Yes, it is.
That's far less comforting than I think you intended.
Yeah. You know, a lot of diseases affect animals and not many other people. And, you know, it's a bit morbid, but if I've got to see dogs die in the streets, I wouldn't mind seeing a couple two-leggers walking around too. Dropping of it too.
Well, you're not wrong, per se.
Of course. All right.
No,
You see
think
an exit
there's-
to the room at the far side opposite where you came in. You see an exit to the room. There does appear to be a little bit of light flickering from that side.
Okay. I would like to do I want to do a sniff.
All right.
Because I'm a
Sniff
dog.
test.
I have a profession. I have advantage on sniffs.
Sure.
I want to do a sniff for something that doesn't smell like stones. Because
Okay.
at this point, if every living thing in here turned to stone, God save. That's not even a 10. A 10 at most.
With a 10, you are able to pick up that actually it is not. These folks appear to have turned to stone, but it is not true stone. It is much more akin to what was it? Grayscale in Game of Thrones. If you watched enough of that for Grayscale to become a thing, or read enough of that,
Yep.
it looks a lot like stone, but it acts a lot more like a lesion or leprosy or something like that.
Oh. Okay.
I'm going to catch whichever of my allies is closest, because I know the dog's already inside, but I imagine the rest of us have not entered yet. And just say, I don't think we actually need to go in there and risk contracting this thing. I haven't got any spells prepared that can handle it, but we have done what we were asked to do. Come here and find out if something's up and what that is. We don't know exactly what's causing it, but going in may simply, if it's some naturally occurring something or other, something trapped in there, bad air, what have you, then there's not to be done about it.
Agreed. Not only that, but even if we are tasked with going back, perhaps the wizard has something that could protect us in there.
I've been looking through my spell list to see if there was something I could prepare for tomorrow, maybe, but nothing's looking like useful for quite what we're looking at here.
Understood. I'd say I agree with heading back and maybe seeing if our wizard friend has something that we could use.
Mm.
Roger, what's Roger doing? Because I think he and I will handle this.
Yeah. No,
We got
it'll be fine.
Yeah, we got it.
I was follow Dr. Rain because he knows what he's doing. And then he would just watch the master at work, sniffing the air and seeing what he can find.
Sure.
I would probably reach into my bag of tricks and throw down another soot monster thingy.
Yep.
Which would be another owl. And I'd probably have the owl kind of fly deeper into the mine just to see what happens to it. See if it turns to stone or not.
After a couple of minutes, the owl flies out of the deeper part of the mine in a panic.
Ooh, ooh, ooh!
Pretty much. And then flies flutter out into the wilderness.
And what exactly?
Well, that's enough of a sign for me to say that we should head back. Now.
Doctor, that's enough of a sign for me that we need to head further in to see what's up.
There's some sort of lights in here. I'm gonna go see what it is.
You know, I'm almost willing to let them get themselves killed.
Wait.
But I really am quite fond of Roger. Maybe
no,
not necessarily this dog tough folk.
I think
we can't lose him.
I think I've got a way that we can have the best of both of these worlds. If Dogtor wants to go inside, he need not go alone. You may remember the last time we had to deal with a cave, I was able to conjure an eye. Arcane
yes,
eye.
I do remember.
And this time around, I have 2 4th level spell slots, 1 left. Arcane Eye.
All right. So how far does the Arcane Eye work?
It actually is not limited. It's just that I can only concentrate it on it for up to an hour, and it only moves at 30 feet per turn.
It's a handy-ass spell, yeah.
All right.
It is a really handy spell.
So yeah, are you going to explore the cave then with the Arcane Eye?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down so that I can focus entirely on the Arcane Eye and have it follow Dogtor and move deeper. You know, if he stops, so that I can be reporting on what's going on.
Absolutely. All right. Dogtor, there is an invisible sensor just hovering over your pup shoulder. Do you venture deeper?
Roger, you coming with me?
It's the buddy system.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I got my battle buddy.
Got your
Battle
battle
buddies.
buddy. All right, so the battle buddies head deeper into the mine. As you cross through the threshold into the mine itself, you can see that the paths do branch. One way goes off and is very dark, and actually does seem to have like kind of a minecart left blocking it. The other one is left open and looks a little bit fresher, and there is a single lantern flickering just beyond the door.
Okay. Roger, what are you thinking about this? Left, to the left where that minecart is, or to the right where that lantern is?
Adventures go left, and that minecart seems like a lot of fun. Did you get what I'm saying?
I agree. Absolutely. How strong are you?
Oh Lord.
I remember that I can't hear what they're saying, but I can see what they're doing.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have none strength.
Okay, all right. You get in the cart, and then I'll push. You grab, I don't have thumbs, so you grab onto my little legs, pull me in if you start going, all right?
Yeah, I'll hold on to his legs, and I'll also cast Mage Hand to, like, hold on to another leg.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
We're doing this.
I'm gonna push really, really hard.
They seem to have found a mining cart, and they are definitely playing.
All right, Dogtor, go ahead and roll me a
I'm
strength
not
check.
sure why I expected anything. Well, actually, no, I'm lying. I didn't expect anything.
Soft 20. Where we go?
All right.
No.
You were able to maneuver the cart back onto its tracks, and you take off speeding into the darkness.
I just imagine the dog with his paws up on it.
As a side note, you very quickly outpace the arcane eye as you quickly move to going 60 feet around.
Good God.
Loser.
I'm losing them. They got in a minecart and took off like a bat out of hell, the nine hells.
Plays Donkey Kong country music.
How quickly is this going to turn into Willy Wonka? Yeah.
You have no earthly way of knowing whichever way you're going.
But they are on a rail, so I can keep following the rail.
After about a minute, the cart kind of evens out, and you start going at a slower pace. You have not seen a wink of light outside of Dogtor's luminous collar ever since you got into the cart.
I'll cast Dancing Lights.
Okay.
It's going to have those dance, I guess. And see what we can see.
Yep, you can move those around with you, and you are in a deep section of this mine. It is solid rock as far as you can see around you. The tunnel does continue, and the tracks do continue forward. Although there is not much there doesn't seem to be any like branching paths or anything off of the mine. It appears to just kind of like balloon out and balloon back in, kind of pulsing as if they were looking for minerals.
Okay. Is the cart just rolling at this point?
Yeah, it's barely crawling at this point. You've like gone down into the earth, and now you're at a very long straightaway.
Okay. Wagging my nub, just absolutely enthralled by this. I say, that was a good choice. Left was correct. Whatever was on the right wasn't worth whatever would be there. This was the best choice.
100% agree. Would do again.
10 out of 10.
What's 10?
I don't know. I just hear people say it, and it's usually good, in the context. Anyways, shall we?
This rail really goes deep. I'm still trying to catch up with them.
I'm just gone. Great. I'll help Dogtor out of the mine cart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bless.
So where do we start?
Hey, well, I say we just keep going forward.
Yeah, that makes sense. Onwards we go.
All right. You continue forward.
Hey, can you play this note? Oh,
he does.
Yeah, we do this.
Yeah. In between that, Roger will start talking to you about, we make a really good team. We should start solving mysteries or something.
That would be great. It'd be Dogtar and Roger.
Doctor Who.
Dot. You.
Oh, you.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll just call the adventure the Dogtar and his emerald companion.
Go ahead. I would like both of you to roll me an investigation check.
Oh, thank God. That went from a 5 to an 18. 17.
9.
All right. Yeah, with the 18, you are able to actually find a small, it looks like an almost incidental crack in the wall. It looks like, somebody stumbling onto something. And as you do, you find yourself in, you can peek in a little bit and you can see a massive circular chamber.
I'm looking at mold earth, loose earth. Would this be loose earth in any way?
I would say you can use mold earth for this, but it is going to take because that's a cantrip, right?
Yes, it is.
If you burn a first level, I will let that work for this.
Done.
Cool. So yeah, you put a little bit more oomph behind it, and you are able to kind of widen that gap a little bit so that both you and Roger can get in there relatively easily.
Do you have a way to contact those sillies outside?
Absolutely none.
Literal laugh. Then they'll miss the fun.
Can the arcane eye, does that have dark vision?
Yeah, it has dark vision out to 30 feet. It can be as far away from me as it wants, but it cannot change planes. So if at any point during this romp they ended up in the abyss or something, it can't follow.
Cool.
That'd be amazing.
It's about at this point that you finally start to catch up with them, because as they were moving through the dark, they were moving a little bit slower.
Okay.
And your arcane eye catches up, and you can kind of see over their shoulder. From this room, you can see that there is a little bit. There is another entrance from here as well, and it looks like there's a little bit of lantern light flickering off in that distance.
Mm-hmm.
And within this room specifically, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 urns. Huge urns, like the size of a full-grown person. One of them does appear to be open.
So I'm catching up with them, but this is like a turn off. Like I'd have to hang back a bit and check this out.
No, that is with them.
That is what
they're seeing as well.
Okay. Yeah. Then I report this to Isolt.
Mm-hmm.
You think you could fill this space with a wee bit of light?
Yeah, I'll just keep using dancing lights.
Okay. Yeah, you can send the lights around the room and fill the room relatively well with light, and you can also see there's apparently some kind of a torchlight coming off from the other entrance as well. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
19.
19. Okay.
17.
17. Okay. 19 just gets it.
Woo.
There is something high above above you all. There is vines kind of like waving around above you, and it looks relatively normal until you look up and you see something big up there. It looks like bones are just kind of shifting and moving around, and you can see a single eyeless skull looking down at you.
I think we're about to have a problem.
Is it Roger? Is there anything you want to do before I do something regrettable?
The greatest question of our time.
Since Roger really wasn't paying attention to much, he was probably just playing some music,
Sure.
and he'll inspire you. Because why not?
Yeah, all
Oh.
right.
Okay. Seeing this thing up here, the small bit of rationality is going to have Dogtor look around, kind of take in the urns, the open urn, the things around. Could he do a history check to see if any of this seems familiar? Though he is not intelligent, he is well versed in history.
Absolutely.
21, 18 plus 3.
21. You are not. With a 21, you recognize that this design is of an old elvish nature. It looks like this is, the way everything is put together in the way that you and I, as people today, can recognize, like, a Roman architecture. Doctor is picking up kind of an old elvish style of architecture. Looks like this is something that was built, hundreds, if not thousands of years ago, and then left forgotten, either intentionally or accidentally.
Hey, Roger. Elven stuff. Does this mean anything to you?
Absolutely no.
Excellent.
I no. What you got?
Hey, check this out. I'm going to reach in the small pouch that hangs around my neck. I'm going to pull out a wand. I'm going to point it at the thing above me. And let's just say the golden wand with the small baubles on all ends of it begins to charge up. And let's just suggest something wondrous might happen.
Okay.
I point my wand of wonder at it.
Okay.
And grass grows on the ground in a 60-foot radius on the target, centered on the target. If the grass is already there, it grows 10 times its normal size and remains overgrown for 1 minute.
Okay. So this thing is just covered with foliage now.
Yeah.
Okay. So this thing falls from above and lands on all fours, and it does rise to its full height, and it's really hard to tell what it was before it was completely covered in grass. Although plant life was certainly a part of its makeup before. And this thing roars, and as it roars, grass loops in and through its jawbones, and then it looks at you and tries to claw the grass away, but it does continue to grow over its eyes. And I would like you to roll for initiative for me, please.
Yes.
What?
What?
Roll for initiative.
I know that. Just
I've got a 14.
Okay.
well,
Okay. That works out well. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. 12 and 14. Outside. You see all of this happen. You don't hear any of it, of course, but you do see Doctor, gum open a pouch and then wave a wand, and something from within the ceiling hits the ground hard and is clawing grass out of its eyes. How do you two react?
Stunned silence, apparently.
Apparently.
It looks like Shag turned his mic off, or it looks like he's muted.
Oh,
To the best that I can see.
Shag, you
Sorry,
muted.
no, I forgot that I muted. Thank you. Apologies. So,
No
No
worries.
worries.
yeah. So we're about to roll initiative so that we can determine what we want to do. But I wanted to know what. Since the eye can see in every direction, I saw this thing and then I saw it fall. Is there anything I should roll to know about what it might be? And besides that, more important than that, the architecture that we saw, what should I roll to see if I recognize it? And was there anything telling about it, like anything written or carved?
Go ahead.
And I do speak Elvish.
Cool. So I'm going to have you roll perception at disadvantage for that last bit, because there's a
Right
lot of
back, I gotta
information
grab
in
another
that
drink.
room, but you only could see so much.
Right, so that's going to be an 8.
Okay. There were definitely hieroglyphics in the room, but you could not get a good look at them before this giant thing fell out of the sky. Speaking of that giant thing, for that one, I'm going to have you go ahead and roll me a nature or arcana check.
Okay. My dice are betraying me. That is a 12.
Best guess, it looked like a troll,
Okay.
like a dead troll.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will very quickly, stand up. I'll say, Isolde, it seems our friends are in need of some assistance. They're quite deep in there. Neither of them seems to be infected, as near as I can tell, and there's a skeletal, perhaps a troll, about to, devour them. They've also found some elvish ruins with some, glyphs that I'd like to take a closer look at. So I think it's safe to enter, at least for the time being. He's
All right.
just kind of shuffling toward the toward the door as he opens his eyes to see where he's going, then closes them to focus on the arcane eye back and forth.
Okay. You both head in then?
Yeah. My initiative was a 16.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. My initiative is a 14.
Okay. Okay.
I am human and therefore not possessed of dark vision myself, so I will need to do.
I have devil sight.
Yeah, I know.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Cool. So
All
either you
right.
can lead me, or I need to figure out something. I have torches. I can light a torch.
I
As
can
you
lead
run
if you need me
in,
to.
you can see reflecting in the darkness. There is flickering torchlight from up here as well. Just a little bit, but down a different path that they took.
Right, different from the one they took.
Yes.
Yeah, but I know which one they took, so I'm gonna instruct Isolde in which way to go.
Okay.
Because we want to follow them.
Right.
I look
roll
at
me-
the kitten, and say, "Talisid, cover," or "Talisid, cover," and I point and I nod at the bag, trying to teach the cat. It's like if I'm gonna teach the cat any tricks, it's how to take cover when necessary.
That's fine. That's fair.
Smart cat.
I would like
He's learning.
you, real quick, Johann, I want you to go ahead and roll me a intelligence at disadvantage.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Luckily both of those were pretty decent, so that's a 16.
16. It is really hard to tell But you saw through the eye that you sent down there that there was flickering torchlight in the main room, and there's also flickering torchlight up here.
Mhm.
It's kind of hard to tell, but these two rooms might link up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep. Okay, then I say they went that way, but I think this might be a shortcut.
I trust you more more than I trust them, so lead on.
I will do so. I will head toward the
Okay.
torchlight.
The two of you head towards the torchlight, and that will be your turn this round.
Okay.
All right, and that is going to take us to the Vine Troll.
Oh lord.
Woo!
The Vine Troll, now with your quick thinking and the grass growing, what I'm going to do is count this creature as blinded for the next 10 rounds.
Wow.
Nice.
Because it is made of vines, I really can't do much more of that because it's already got like plant as part of its makeup, but I will give you the constant growing as a pretty major hindrance to it. So 10
Totally
out of
reasonable. That's more than we deserve.
All right, so but this thing is going to take an attempt to swing at you. And it is going to get, let's take a look here, 3 attacks on you.
God save. All right, sweet. No big deal.
They're
My
all
armor
at
class is 10.
disadvantage. They're all at
My armor-
disadvantage because
Blind.
yeah, because of blind. What's your AC?
10.
10? Oh. Yeah, you're gonna need this.
Even with the shield?
Oh, 11.
All right.
I'm just a dog. Just a
Out of
dog.
curiosity, what's your HP?
64.
Okay.
It's a little better.
Okay, so that's a hit, but not
More
a
than me.
crit. Okay, so there's 1.
I'm getting the feeling he doesn't poof back to his normal druid form if his dog form runs out.
I don't know. I didn't build this character. Okay. That'd be a pretty beefy dog. All right. Even with the disadvantage, all 3 are going to hit. So
Oof.
that
Makes sense.
is going to be. Let's take a look here.
Most unfortunate.
Incredibly. Okay.
I've just now remembered there's a calculator on this computer, and I could have been using it this whole time.
All computers are calculators.
Damn, that's true.
Okay.
But not all calculators are computers.
True.
And
Is it?
Dropping some philosophy
Abacus.
over here. Abacus.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, yeah, done. Victory you.
I mean, you could technically call it a computer because it computes things.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But,
Our colloquial definition of what a computer is has changed. It used to be a computer was a person who ran calculations.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
If you haven't read...
all right. For
Give it to me.
all
How much I got?
37.
That's
rolled-
fair.
I rolled poorly. I rolled so poorly.
That's not a bad
barely-
thing for us.
That's barely all of my health.
I know. But that is the Vine Troll skeleton's turn. All right. And that is going to take us to... Actually, that's going to take us to you, Dan.
All right, so Dog Tor, who is severely wounded by that, is going to do what is going to do what he knows how to do best. He's going to take 5 feet of movement. He is going to roll on his back, and then he's going to arrive back on his paws. A deft rolling maneuver. He is now covered in rocks, head to toe. My armor class is now 17.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's like a rage thing. I have to prepare. I have to be ready for that.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna run for the door. I'm gonna run for the lit door.
Okay, cool. You run for the lit door. Perfect.
Yeah,
All right, that is going to take us. Let me double check here. Assault, who is running for the lantern light, correct? Nothing else?
I mean, I'm just headed. So Johann's headed one way, and I'm headed the other, to the best of my knowledge.
Wait,
Are you
No, wait.
following
Am
up,
I
or are
following
going-
Johann?
You said
What
you were
am I
going to
doing?
follow me. I said the way toward the torches should lead to where they are,
Oh,
just
okay,
faster.
so I am following you. Okay, yeah.
Cool.
So I guess that's all we're doing.
Cool. All right, you make your way into the torchlight. Roger, you're up.
So you said it's blinded, right?
It is blinded, yes.
Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work, so bear with me.
Look, I'm down for bullshit.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants.
Yes.
I love it.
And whatever like grass and vines and shit's around, I'll just say, hey, could you guys be some bros and just make it a little bit more difficult to for
Yes.
this thing
Stop.
to yeah.
What are these things? Hold on. I have to see something. Hold on. I have to, because I did not expect that. That is some grade A that is the bullshit I'm here for. I need to check. I need to check on
277
rules.
of the player's handbook.
I'm telling you, that's why I like playing with you guys. There's just a challenge to your ability to do this. It's just like I want to speak to plants on the creature. Fuck.
When you set me up perfectly,
Our rolls
throwing
are
all
our
that
greatest
grass,
enemy.
Yeah, okay. I have done the rule check. This works. So you start
my
asking
God,
the
I
plants
love it.
around you, saying, "Hey, could you be a bro?" And this thing looks up and is like, "Ah, fuck! I can't see."
Be a bro.
I'm so happy. All right, then I'm just gonna try and make my way towards the door and knock door. Just fuck
Okay.
that shit.
The two of you start making your way out of the room. That takes us back up to the top with Johann. Johann, as you and Assault enter the room, you can hear the sounds of combat coming from down a flight of stairs. Pretty close to you, and in this room you see two more of these what at one time were miners, but it seems like this disease has gripped them more, and there's something about like plant life has really started to infuse with their bodies.
Oof.
And as you get close, you see that these bodies that have been infused with plant life start to shamble and almost reassemble, and they start advancing on the pair of you.
I should have known.
Oh, not good.
But
not
it's not
good
their
at all.
turn, it's your turn,
It
Johann.
is. Okay, these are
Oh, what do I have that is fiery? I don't think anything, unfortunately.
I am going to
Oh, wait.
shoot. Okay, I'm going to quickly consult the arcane eye one last time here. I'm going to close my eyes and focus on the arcane eye. I see our friends leaving the vicinity of this plant creature.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm going to say, the plant creature seems to be leaving them alone, so I'm going to drop the eye. I'm going to end concentration on arcane eye, and I'm going to start concentrating on spirit guardians 3rd level.
Okay.
Which I rolled a die, but I didn't need to.
Right.
Sorry. So spirit guardians, excuse me. Concentration spell, lasts up to 10 minutes, grant a semblance of life and intelligence, excuse me, that's Speak with Dead. Click the wrong thing. Lasts up to 10 minutes, call 4 spirits to protect me, they flit around me, so I'm going to designate all 4 of my allies, all 3 of my allies, rather. There's 4 of us. and anything that comes into an area centered on me, which is 15 feet out from me in every direction,
Cool.
it's going to have to roll a Wisdom saving throw DC 14, and to take on a success they'll take half damage. And on a success, they won't have their speed affected, but on failure, they take full damage and their speed is halved.
Okay.
So I don't know how close they are, but as soon as that's up, I'm going to move so that they are just inside, and then they will have to move to get to me.
Okay, perfect. All right, done. The vine troll has to see if it can find anybody, because both of you two are making your way out.
Oh, am I not? Okay, I'm later in the
You're further
order.
down the line.
Gotcha. I have an evil plan.
Don't worry. I will let you have your plans. Let me take a look here. And yeah, this thing is fumbling around in the dark. It is clawing at its eyes. Normally, you feel like this thing has really good dark vision, but you have shown him otherwise. Roger, you can hear this thing still yelling. It's like, what the hell? Ah! But that's it.
Excellent.
That is its turn as it stumbles around in the dark. Dogtor, you are at the bottom of a very large flight of stairs.
All right. You want some bullshit?
Yeah.
You want some cracks knuckles, flexes bullshit muscle, stretches bullshit arms. So there's a torch in there, right?
Yes.
All
no,
right, so
there's a torch in the room that you're in the flight of stairs. Yes.
all right, can I just free action toss a torch in there?
Sure.
All right, so check this bullshit out. I'm going to twin spell. First thing I'm going to do, pyrotechnics. That torch, boosh, fireworks everywhere. Beautiful display, right? It's crazy. But wow, that's not very effective. Oh, but what if I used warding wind to create a tornado around the creature and the fireworks to pull the fireworks into it and create a fucking tornado of fireworks around this guy?
So you turn this tomb into California. There's a fire tornado in an ancient tomb. Yeah, I'll let that fly. That sounds cool. I love it. Let's double check.
2 level 2s. Let's do this.
All right. Let's take a look here. We will go ahead and we're going to call that 2d12.
All right.
Damage.
I think what you mean to say is we're going to call that he used fire spin.
Yeah. Use fire spin. Okay, 7 points.
Okay, 7 points. Cool. All right.
Warding wind is concentration up to 10 minutes.
All right. Is there like a strength save it can make to get out of there, or?
It deafens creature in its area, extinguishes unprotected flames. The area is difficult terrain. Other than difficult terrain, no, it has nothing that'll bother
That'll
it.
stop it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good to know. Awesome. But yeah, this thing is now, it was annoyed and scared. Now it's angry.
Okay, that's great. That's exactly what I wanted it to be.
Cool.
I am going to bonus action. I'm going to extend a stone aegis to my good friend here, Roger.
Yep.
So basically, the rocks that I'm covered in, I cover him in some of those rocks, and if he gets attacked, I can basically teleport next to him and do a bite.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Along with a few other things that aren't terribly important here now. But I am going to start making my way up the stairs.
Okay. You start pulling your way up. Very good. Isolt, you're up.
So we have 2, if I'm not mistaken, shambling plant creatures in front of us now.
Indeed, one might even call them shambling mounds.
One might.
Mounds of yeah.
Would you call them a magical plant creature?
I would call them a large plant, yes.
Might. Do it. Do it.
Isolde she gets the most evil grin on her face and says to Johann, "Don't worry, I've got at least one of them. And I need the closest shambling mound to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage."
Nice.
Ooh. They do have some bonuses to con, so we'll see how this plays out here.
DC 16.
Fail, 13.
I cast Blight. If you target a plant creature or a magical plant, it makes the saving throw with disadvantage, and the spell deals maximum damage to it.
Nice.
Ooh.
So that is gonna be, I believe, 64 necrotic, 8d8.
88 to 64.
Wow.
And I have another level 4 spell slot.
Okay.
I only have 2 spell slots, but I
It's
only
true.
have a short rest, so damn if I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
no,
use them
that's-
to the max.
God, I love warlocks. Yeah, give me a second. I need to use a calculator. Because you don't kill it outright, but it is unhappy.
And the fact that it doesn't die outright, she's like, oh dear. It's
Well,
a little bit stronger than I anticipated.
Might.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna ask a question once their turn starts, so they might have more damage on them anyway.
Okay, let's take a look here real quick before we get to that, though. Roger, what you got for me?
Alright, so we're just running along the path.
Yeah, so if you have joined Dog Tour on
Yep.
the stairs up, you just see a long line of stairs going up, and you hear echoing from up top. Don't worry, I've got one of them.
Oh, see, we're good. For now, yeah, I'll just run alongside Dog Tour.
Okay. So
You got any of that good healing magic, friend?
No.
You left both the healers up top.
Then it's
Zero.
a good day to die.
High five.
I'm surprised the bard doesn't even have like healing word.
Oh yeah, I just got rid of that.
Fucking aces.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, nothing.
Cool. All right, so that will take us to the shambling mounds, and I went ahead and I rolled their wisdom saving throws, and they have both failed. So go
Okay.
ahead and give me that damage.
Okay, so the damage is going to be at this level. Excuse me. Broken 3d8. So the question I have is in regard to when they take damage, because it says here that when a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, and I declared on my turn that I activated the ability and then moved so that they were inside it. So they take damage on that turn and now, because it then says if they're in it at the start of their turn, they also take it. So do they take it twice, or are they just going to take it once?
It just once.
Okay.
Yeah, it activates on their turn, is how I have always played it.
Okay. That is 15 points of radiant damage. Excuse me, necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage, alright.
I always look at the symbol and I see radiant, and then I remember, no wait, I'm bad.
Okay, so let's take a look here. Nothing special for that, unfortunately. Okay, so that's down to 57. All right, and your other attack.
I don't have another attack, it's just they each take that 15 points of damage.
Yes, thank you.
And their speed is halved.
And their speed is halved. Let me take a look here. Their speed, okay. You are each, however, going to take 2 attacks on you.
Okay.
So, Johann, we will start with you.
Mhm.
And I have rolled like garbage.
Nice.
I imagine, well, let's... yeah, an 11's not going to hit you, is it?
No.
Okay, an assault. I have rolled a natural 20 on you.
Ruh-roh.
So that is going to be max damage. So that is going to be 20 bludgeoning damage. And you are And as this thing hits you, it actually moves to restrain you. I need you to go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Let's use this one. Ha! 18.
18?
Yes.
Okay, you succeed. You're also very quiet suddenly.
Oh, I turned my input volume down because I was breathing in the phone. Let me turn it back up a little bit.
Okay,
Is that better?
little bit.
How about now?
Much better. Here we go. I might also be able to turn you up on my end. Let me see. Yes, I can
was
turn you up.
apparently breathing into my microphone a little too loudly.
There we go. Okay, I got you. There we go. Cool. All right. And all right, so you are able to maintain breathing. If you will, you are currently grappled by this by the shambling mound. So if you want to use your next turn to try and escape from it, you are welcome to.
Oh, did I not succeed?
You succeeded the Constitution saving throw, so you're not taking additional damage.
Oh, but I'm still grappled.
Yes.
Isn't it an opposed strength to grapple?
This thing just grapples you if you get hit by it.
Yeah, it's a
Gotcha,
part of
gotcha.
yeah,
Oh,
part
okay,
of
it's
the
a
attack.
hit with a grapple effect.
Mhm,
Gotcha,
mhm.
gotcha,
Yep.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Me
sometimes in
monsters.
Waterdeep, garbage turns into these things.
I believe it.
I just used
In Waterdeep,
ropers.
absolutely.
I just used ropers in my last session of my Tuesday game. 50-foot grapple attack.
Oh,
4 times a turn.
That's vile.
It's awful.
All right, and Johann, you're up. You have seen Isolt just get pulled into one of these things' maws.
Oh crap, is it the one that she attacked with Blight, perchance?
It is!
Oh, that's excellent! You know what? I am going to try, because I don't want to go up and smack it with her in there, unless it's like a normal grapple and she's just next to it.
No, she is well within.
Ooh, gross. Okay, I'm gonna try Spare the Dying on it instead. Excuse me. Spare the Dying. Toll the Dead. I can't name any of my spells properly
I love
today.
Toll the Dead. That's because you'd be at 2d12 right now.
I would indeed, since it is
When it's
hurt.
injured.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Love Toll
2d12.
the Dead. It's one of my
Okay, so
favorites.
with Toll the Dead, it makes a Wisdom saving throw at DC 14.
Cool. Nat 20.
Wow, that's unfortunate for me, and also Isolt. Do I have any bonus action spells? I have Spiritual Weapon, and also Mass Healing Word. Okay, I think we're gonna go with Spiritual Weapon. Does Spiritual Weapon get better at higher levels? At higher levels, it increases by 1d8 for every 2 slots above second, so nope. So we're going to cast that at second level. So, because my action was a cantrip, I can cast a bonus action spell. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon and place it next to the creature.
Mm-hmm.
You create a floating spiritual weapon within range. It lasts for the duration. When you cast the spell, I can make a melee spell attack with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to make a melee spell attack.
Do it.
Okay, that looks to be... if I understand this correctly, a 15 to hit.
That hits it.
Okay, cool. And on a hit, Spiritual Weapon, it takes 1d8 plus 3 force damage. That is going to be 5 points of force damage.
Ouch.
Oh, it was actually plus 6, not plus 3, so my hit was higher, but that doesn't matter.
Okay. Cool.
I think you add your wisdom to that damage, by the way.
Yeah, I just used the spell casting modifier, but apparently I'm supposed to also add something else. I'm not entirely certain, but it says plus 6 on D&D Beyond, so it should have been an 18, but that doesn't matter. The damage was still poopy.
All right. Damage is dealt, and that will take us to the Vine Troll. And it is going to attempt to find you all again. And it is still stumbling around in the fire tornado. Let's take a look here. And that's another round of it being covered in grass. And all Go ahead and roll me that fire tornado damage again.
Yes. 4.
Okay, cool. Okay.
But it's fire damage, and that's what's good. Actually, you know what? You've been kind, full integrity. I think the fire damage should knock off an extra round that grass is there.
That's fair. Yeah. We'll take a look here. I will be interested to see if y'all need that full round, but no, that's fair. Absolutely. So yeah, the fire is kind of like working against the grass. You have two magical powers working at odds without ever knowing the other is really there.
I'm magic as heck, guys.
So magic, wow. Magic Doge.
Much magic, very wow.
Speaking of Magic Doge, it is Magic Doge's turn.
All right, Magic Doge is going to run back down. It's going to see the thing twirling in the fire, and he's gonna go. Let's try this again. I'm going to point the Wand of Wonder at it. Oh, that'll be a good one. That should be fun. So I point the Wand of Wonder at it. I utter some arcane words. Leaves grow from the target. If you choose a point in space as the target, leaves sprout from the creature nearest to that point unless they are picked off. The leaves turn brown and fall off after 24 hours. Yeah, so I target him and I cover him with leaves.
Okay. He is further covered in plants. I will let that even out the one round that it lost, or that it gained from the fire tornadoes.
Brilliant. I am then going to use my movement to hustle back up the stairs, and I'm going to burn some sorcery points to get back a level 2.
Cool. Got some arcane recovery going on there. Very, very good. All right, Isolde, you're up.
It's what, a strength check to break the grapple?
Yep.
Okay.
Did we miss Roger last round?
I didn't do anything. I didn't have anything really
good
I can do.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, he was continuing to move up the stairs.
I have a really crappy strength. I have a -1 to my strength. Okay. Yeah, that's a 4 to break the grapple.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it.
And that's an action, right?
It is. So if you've got like a cantrip, if you've got like a cantrip or something that you can pull,
I might. Primal Savagery would allow me to make an attack because, like, your hands turn to claws, and you can do, I think, poison damage. I'm still grappled, but maybe I can like hit him hard enough to loosen his hold a little.
you can certainly try. Yeah.
Oh, it's an action.
Oh.
Oh wait, Toll the Dead's a bonus action, isn't it? Hang on.
No, it's a cantrip.
Oh.
Cantrip action. Yep.
Okay. Shoot. And then Sacred Flame? And I think that's an action also.
That is also an action. Cantrips are all actions, but if you cast a cantrip as your action, you can still cast a bonus action spell.
Oh, I thought there were some bonus action cantrips. My bad.
Not that I know of.
Shillelagh.
Shit, you know what I should have
Things
done?
like that. Things that affect weapons.
You know what I should have done? I have Hellish Rebuke.
That's a reaction.
I know.
That it is.
Yeah. Well,
I should have used that as a reaction to being grappled.
Isn't it a reaction to being dealt damage?
Yeah, I should have. So
Oh, did it hurt you?
Used it as a reaction to having been dealt damage that previous turn. Oh well. There's nothing. There's nothing I can really do.
Okay. Well.
Oh wait, hang on. I might. Let me double check another spell really quick. I think Shadow Blade is an action, but let me double check.
Okay.
If it's a bonus action, I will absolutely yoink that into existence.
While you're looking that up, Roger, why don't you, you at this point, you have reached the top of the stairs because you've just kind of been booking for it. and you enter into a room and you see your friends squaring off against two piles of foliage and flesh, also
Ugh.
flesh.
It's not worth it to do Shadow Blade. I will wait until it does damage to do Hellish Rebuke, because that at
Okay,
a 4th level spell will be brutal.
Mm.
sure. But it is your turn, Roger.
I will. As soon as I run into the room, I'll just reactively cast Shatter at one of the shambling mounds.
Okay.
Please do it on me.
Yeah, that's gonna hit her too.
I see her like bound by one, right?
Mhm.
And there's still another one.
Yeah, there
There's
are
two,
two.
yes.
Are you gonna position it so that it like only covers one of them?
Yeah, I'll just hit one of them. I'll
Oh,
hit the
okay.
one that's not. So Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Spell save is 15.
Pass.
Do they get disadvantage for being inorganic?
They
Is it
no,
inorganic?
they are
I think they
organic. They're
are
plants.
organic.
Oh,
that's
shit.
But they-
Yeah.
Oops.
I was thinking of them being trash again.
Right.
Yeah, my bad.
No worries. What's the damage? Because I know that's half on success.
12.
12.
Was the full damage that I rolled. Yeah.
All right, so it takes 6. Not nothing.
Covering my
And
ears.
then
The whole cave starts.
I'll inspire Assault.
Excellent.
Oh, that's a D8.
Yep, B8.
Thank you.
Nice. All right. That is going to take us to the mounds. Isolde, I need you to go ahead and make me that Constitution saving throw again.
Oh boy. I'm gonna need to roll my inspiration already. 13.
Insufficient. Was looking for a 14.
You've got that bardic inspiration you just got.
I did roll that.
Ooh.
Oof.
I know.
I don't think I have any reactions that can help you.
Wait,
No.
is it? But it's doing. It's dealing me damage, correct?
It is.
Oh well, in that case, I needed to make, I believe, a con save.
A deck save for Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, that's right. It is a dex save. I haven't used Hellish Rebuke in a very long time.
Okay. It needs to make a dex save. You said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dex save DC 16.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. Auto fails because this is coming from inside of it.
Ooh.
Go ahead and let
Totally
me.
agreed.
And it will also do max damage because the aforementioned coming from inside of it. You, however, are going to take math 18 bludgeoning damage as this thing just constricts around you.
Okay. It's also it's gonna be 50 fire damage
Foo!
at a 4th
50?
level spell slot. It's
Holy
2d10 at first
shit.
level, and I have a 4th
Woo!
level spell slot, so max damage is 5d10 is 50.
And this thing, you cast that, and this thing just falls away around you.
18 bludgeoning, you said?
Yep. But this thing constricts in, and anybody in the room, you see a burst of fire as the shambling mound just dies around Isolde, leaving her standing there, bruised, but definitely more alive than that thing.
Do I still have a bonus action or no?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
In that case, I want to use some of my healing lights because ouch.
Sure.
That is a bonus action.
That's right,
and I can use
Celestial
as
Warlock.
many up to my. Let's see. Maximum number of dice you can spend at once is equal to your charisma modifier. So I'm just gonna use not all 5, but let's start with 3.
Okay.
Ah, Jesus. I'm only gonna get 6 hit points back, but better than nothing.
Better than nothing. Johann, you've still got one of these things on you, and it is going to make 2 attacks.
Is it still in the Spirit Guardians?
Yes, it is. Thank you for reminding me.
Right, so it needs to roll its wisdom save again.
Wisdom is not this thing's strong suit. That is going to be a 7, which is insufficient. What's the damage?
Damage is just that I'm always just looking at it so that I don't get it wrong.
Yep.
Spirit Guardians 3d8. So that's 9.
Okay.
I rolled awesome. And again, its speed is still halved.
Of course. But it is still going to attack you, though.
Okay.
First attack is a 9, which I don't think is going to work.
Mm-mm.
Second attack is an 18, which I do believe does
That
will hit.
meets my AC.
All right, so that is going to be 11 bludgeoning damage, and this thing engulfs you.
Cool.
Alrighty.
And that let's go ahead and make me the Constitution saving throw.
Right. For my spell.
No, yes.
Okay. Oh my gosh, even with advantage, I only got a 9.
Yeah, so that's gonna drop.
There goes Spirit Guardians.
Okay. That will pop us up to
Rolled a
the
3
top.
and a 7. I'm getting rid of those d20s. Except for the other d20s.
And that'll pop us back up to the top with Johann. It is now your turn.
Okay.
And let's take a look here. That's Steve Brown's turn. Okay, so you are currently grappled by the mound. You are blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe.
Interesting.
So you can try and break the grapple with a strength check, or you can try and work from within.
I see. Well, I believe that first I can start with my bonus action for the spiritual weapon.
Of course.
Now, that is normally a melee spell attack. Is that affected by my blindness, since it is?
No, because this is not actually attached to you, because
Right.
spiritual weapon operates on its own accord.
Okay, let's roll that. That is a 21.
21, that will hit.
Okay, that's going to do 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
And now for my maneuver, I have this thing, and maybe you can tell me if this will work, or maybe you can't, because I don't know. I still have my wind fan, which allows me to blast a gust of wind out from me in any direction. I might be able to blow the shambling mound off me, but if I'm totally encased, might not work. I don't know, but I think I'm going to give it a try.
I will give it to you. Dex check. I'll let you use acrobatics if you have that.
If I am trained in acrobatics, which I am not.
Okay. Then dex check.
Okay. Nice. This die is also going in jail. That's a 3.
Yeah, no. You reach for the fan, and every time you move, you can tell like the vines are just like slowly encroaching in.
Okay, so does that mean my action is spent? Or was that I couldn't reach it, so I couldn't do the action?
Yeah, that was a bonus action, I would say.
No,
that because
my spell was a bonus.
You're
action.
good. Yeah, that was a free action to like try and reach for it. So.
Okay, all right. Then these things don't happen to count as undead, do they?
They do not.
Okay, just checking. I didn't think they did, but wanted to check anyway.
Fair enough.
Then I think that my next, if I may, cast a cantrip. Since I'm blinded and restrained, I'll do one where they have to roll instead. Wisdom 14 saving throw.
Okay. Fail. What's it do?
It's going to take 2d12 plus 3 necrotic damage. Necrotic damage.
Pull that dead.
That is 18. And a 7. 17, 20 points of necrotic damage.
Excellent. I love it when the math's easy. Cool. All right. That thing takes its damage and is unhappy.
Yeah, it's true, but I'm still trapped.
Yes. The vine troll And the vine troll continues to stumble around, but it is starting to make its way towards the exit of the room. Go ahead and roll me that fire tornado damage again.
All right, 2d12. Here it is. Stat. Oh, that's not bad. 11.
Okay. This thing is unhappy for sure. There we go. Cool. And that is going to take us to Dog Tour.
Could I two questions. First, most important one, can I run? Would I have enough speed? I have 30 feet of movement. Could I, with just my movement alone, run up and stick my head inside of the mouth of this of the thing that's got the shambling mound? Can I run up and stick my head in its mouth?
No. It would be it would take your full action to get to the top of the stairs to even be able to see what's going on in there.
Okay, then I can't do that. All right, well, I'm going to end my turn by moving up there. So if shenanigans are still going on, I can assist with those shenanigans. But I think what's most important here is that I add even more shenanigans. So,
Yes.
Wonder.
All right.
None of my other spells make any sense to use here. Honest and
believe you.
truly. I grabbed very specific spells that I really like. So, Wonder is I run away. That is going to be a 39. So this time, when I point at this son of a bitch, I cast Lightning Bolt, which might do fucking nothing.
That's a dex save, right?
Yes, it is.
What's the what am I trying to hit?
It just says if I'm casting it, then I think I'm gonna be throwing that sucker out there for 15.
It fails. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. I will learn to spell very quickly, hopefully. Nope, not. The typing is the issue here. Lightning bolt. 86. So that is going to be 10. Shit! Boxcars, baby. 10, 22.
This thing takes a massive hit and is displeased.
I'm not done.
And it roars, and you can hear from, amongst the fire tornado, this thing just, you hear like a weird guttural earthy as it tries to claw itself out.
37 points of damage total.
Okay.
I let out a loud ha! And I am going to run up the stairs.
Okay. That actually makes that super easy. 60. Perfect. And you run up the stairs, and you'll be able to be up there next round.
Excellent.
All right. That will take us to assault.
Okie dokie. Is Johann still grappled by the thing?
Yes.
Okay. I need the shambling mound to make a wisdom save DC 16.
Okay.
I love how much wisdom saving throw we have.
Yes. Look, wisdom is not a bad one for you to be making this make.
No.
You said 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it.
That's gonna be 2d12 for Toll the Dead. That is gonna
Bells
be
are ringing.
8 necrotic damage.
8, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I'm out of spell slots, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm mad. I have Warcaster, which gives me advantage on concentration checks, and I still beefed it.
I have Warcaster too. For the advantage and for the attack of opportunity with a spell.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to do that one yet.
Me either, but I like it.
All right. And that is going to take us to Raj.
Oh wait, Johann, real quick, are you losing health?
Not
rapidly?
currently, as far as I know.
Not-
I took the 11th
Not
damage.
yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
That's next.
I took the
Okay.
11 damage from getting grappled, and that's
'Cause I
it.
have bonus action for the celestial light thing.
Okay.
So when you do start healing light, that's what it is.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Roger, you're up.
Hey, Assault, are you guys okay? You got this?
Go for
No, Johann's in a bit of trouble, and I can only do so much.
Go, I got this.
I kind of had to burn my way out of a shambling mound, and I would really like to help Johann out here because I can tell you right now, that was an experience. It's funny you shared that thing with
Johann
being
just
down the gullet of an alien is one of a million memories I don't want.
Exactly. I was trying to find the one where Zed was all wrapped up and then she just burned up, because that's what I thought of, but they don't have the gift for it.
I check on Taliesin. This poor kitty looks a little frazzled. but okay otherwise, because I mean the kitty did survive the train crash, so kitty's pretty sturdy.
Right. Roger, what are you doing?
yeah, fine. Can I get to the shambling mound?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna run to it. I'll pull out a dagger because for some reason I have a dagger.
Cool.
And I'll try and hit it.
Okay, hit it.
I'll kind of go from there. That's a nat one.
Nat 1 is not gonna cut it.
No. Okay, well I tried. Then bonus action. I'm gonna use a lizard poke ability called Hungry Jaws and just try and take a bite out of it.
Okay, go for it.
Which was a nat 20.
Nice.
Excellent.
Alright then.
Go ahead and deal damage.
If I have the damage right, if I have the damage right, it is going to be 12 damage.
12 damage. Cool.
Yes.
All right.
That's all I got. I'll just hang out.
Cool. All right. And that is going to take us down to the shambling mounds. Go ahead. Let's take a look here. Johann, go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Is this against something hitting me?
No, this is from being inside of this thing.
Okay, so it is, right. That's going to be an 18.
That more than does it. You are absolutely fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it is going to attempt to make a pair of slam attacks against Roger, who just, tried to, who did bite it.
It's got my added body weight to help it with those.
Let's take a look here. One of those is 15. Does that hit, Roger?
Yes, it does.
All right, and the nat 20 is also definitely going to hit.
Can I see this? Can I see him getting hit?
Oh, shit, that's right.
Yes.
Okay, so a part of my stone Aegis is as a bonus action, you can grant Aegis to one allied creature you can see within 60 feet of you. The Aegis is dim gray aura around earth magic, etc., etc., etc. Any bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage the target takes is reduced by 2 plus my sorcerer level, divided by 4.
Nice.
What?
Okay.
Also, what?
10. Yeah, listen, I'm working on it. So 10 divided by 4, you're going to, listen, minus 2 damage. You're welcome. In addition, when a creature you can see within 60 feet of you hits the protected target with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to teleport to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of the attacker and do a fuck bite.
Nice.
All right.
What
So
the heck's
let
wrong with this?
let me do this damage real quick here.
Why did they make the damage reduction math so hard?
At least it's not Thaco.
All right, so first attack is going to deal 13 minus 2 for Stone Aegis, so 11 damage to you, Roger. And then second attack is going to be an even 20.
Oof. All right.
And Doctor, go ahead and roll your bite attack.
12 against armor class.
Let's take a look here. Yeah, that's not going to cut it, unfortunately.
Eh.
But you are up here now.
That's perfect. It's where I want to be.
I know. All right. Perfect.
No,
Perfect.
Doctor, like this, as I'm gnawing on one of the vines.
Shit.
All
You're
right. Johann, you're up.
Okay. I think I'm going to take this moment to reactivate Spirit Guardians, because I think it was the most helpful thing I can do.
Okay.
So...
I don't think Spirit Guardians would have dropped. I don't think that's concentration.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians is concentration. It's the
Spiritual
saddest...
weapon is not.
Spiritual weapon is not. That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
So yeah, no, Spirit Guardians dropped. Saddest day ever. I rolled a 7 and a 3 with a +2, or a 9. Not enough. So reactivate Spirit Guardians. Boom, my little imps come back. Bonus action, hit it with the spiritual weapon, which is going to be 23 to hit.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yep. For a whopping 9 points of force damage.
Excellent. Good stuff. It's not looking good.
Booyah. I'm scared here. I got this.
And there we go. Further down the stairs, you can all hear something big and heavy hit that bottom step with a resounding thud and start to make its way up.
That's the next thing. That's the next thing.
I heard something just now.
Right.
It's
All right,
like
go
a puddle
ahead.
of water that's making little circles at each step.
Jurassic Park.
You know,
Cool. So that is its turn. Dan, you're up.
Okay. All right. All right. So some more shenanigans here. All right. I want to jam my head into this thing's mouth so I can lick Johann.
Okay.
I am upset.
Don't you mean pupset?
Oh God, I probably do.
Setet gets
All right.
Setet gets inspiration next time we play.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to jam my face inside of this thing, lick Johann, and cast enlarge.
Oh God.
Make me a dex check at advantage because you're kind of little.
I said what is that? It's wet. I don't like that.
That is a 19 and a 12.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right.
So I just run over and I'm like, get out of your sleeping bag, lad. We've got a bigger problem. I just jam my head in. And like what as much of his face as I can see, I just run my tongue over. And I cast enlarge on him.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh boy.
Johann.
Yeah.
Actually, so Johann and Doctor, I each want you to roll me a d20 and tell me what you roll.
11.
3.
Okay. This thing takes 14 points of damage as you burst out of it.
Yes!
Like, how many points? Oh, 23.
14.
I think I am the bigger problem now.
Exactly. And as a bonus action, I'm going to throw my Stone Aegis back on Roger.
Cool.
yeah.
Done. All right. Let's take a look here. That was Dan. All right. Assault, you're up.
Okay, that shambling mound is relatively still standing.
Yeah, it's not looking good. You've burnt through like 3/4 of this thing so far.
Okay, let's see.
More than that.
Didn't have the
Like
blight this
4/5.
time.
Math's tricky.
Okay, I'm gonna fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
Okay, go for it.
I have Agonizing Blast, so I can add my charisma.
Hell yeah.
to
You
damage.
gotta do the agonizing blast.
One of those is a nat 20. The other one's gonna miss.
All right, max damage on that nat 20.
Max damage or double damage?
I always for spells I always do max damage.
Okay, so the first one's gonna be 10 force, and 13's probably not gonna hit.
13 no, will not, but 10
10 force.
takes a good chunk off of it, especially from where it is sitting. Okay. Boom.
And Johann, how badly are you hurt?
How badly am I hurt? Not terribly badly, actually.
Anybody
I'm
else?
hurt pretty bad.
Who's hurt pretty badly?
Dog
Me.
tour.
Dogtor's hurt
Okay,
pretty bad.
so I am going to use a 3d6 of healing light on you. I rolled way better for you than I did for me. You get 12 hit points
Yes!
back.
Yes! Back in the action.
And that's my turn.
I am enlarged, right?
You are a big boy, yes.
Alright, so I am large.
Roger, you're up.
Alright. So I just want to make sure I get this right. So for polymorph,
Mm-hmm.
it says that I can what is it? The new form of can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's level.
Yes.
So we're level 8. So anything challenge rating 8 or below.
I believe that's how that works.
Yep.
I love the worry in your voice.
Because I know I have pulled some bullshit with polymorph, and I have used CR0 creatures to pull some real bullshit.
That's what I did in today's game.
Alright. Seeing as you guys seem to have got this shambling mound thing taken care of, I'm gonna go back towards the stairs.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast polymorph on myself.
Okay.
Can I turn into a triceratops?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay. So there is a big old dinosaur in the room with y'all now.
Just to clarify, I can fit through like the staircase and all that, right? Otherwise, I'm gonna do something else.
We will address that when we get to it. Well,
Okay.
no, because you said okay, if you would change to something else.
Yeah.
You can. I am going to make you roll like a dex check to like if you're gonna like charge down the stairs. But it is going to be a relatively low check. You can fit, but you might like trip or something like that.
Perfect.
Cool.
Yeah, well, I'll just wait for the thing to come upstairs if it ever comes up.
All right. It is the mound's turn, and the mound is going to. First off, I need you to go ahead. Oh no, that's right, Johann. You're not trapped in it anymore. You're a big boy now.
I am.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll 2 attacks on the dog that just decided to like pop its head in there just to see what's going on.
Hi, what's
Bring
it?
it on, you big bag of leaves. I got 17.
No, I'm attacking you.
Yeah,
This isn't
I know.
this is okay.
Yeah,
Your
17
AC is 17. Thank you. Let's take a look here.
Was in your AC 11?
It was, and then he did the Aegis thing.
Oh, you just okay.
And that is going to be a math 22 to hit.
Roll damage.
Yep. Okay. And I have rolled like garbage. That's only going to be 8 damage.
Okay, I maintain concentration.
Excellent.
I'm a warcaster, so I have advantage.
Excellent. All right, and it is going to move to engulf you now.
Oh boy.
What a mistake it's made.
Indeed. That'll take us back up to the top with Johann.
Okay. So now my little flitty guys are up. Oh, Did they take their
Oh no, they didn't. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
No, sorry about that. I should have.
No
I didn't
worries.
catch it. So yeah, just roll that save.
That's wisdom, right?
Yeah, it's wisdom. Everything I do is wisdom.
Wisdom 14 is a
14.
fail.
Okay.
What's the damage?
The damage is 11 points of necrotic.
This thing is looking bad.
Okay. We're going to use the bonus action first for the spiritual weapon. That got a 10 to hit.
Cool. That is not going to do it.
Not going to do it. Okay. And then I think we're going to Toll the Dead, just because that's still going to do more damage and be more reliable than me swinging even my oversized mace right now.
Fair enough.
So, it needs to make a DC 14 wisdom save again.
Okay. Fail.
Okay. So it's going to take 8 and 11, 19, and 3 is 22 points of necrotic damage.
How do you want to do this?
I want it to wither away as the necrotic damage pulls the life out of these vines, and I want them to dry up and crumble into a fine dust.
The vines and stone-like skin, the mass that has been enveloping you, you and your friends, crisps and dies around Dogtor.
Yeah.
I've got nothing left for that. Let me see if I'm able to move. I haven't used my move action, so I think I can use my move action to move the spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And that spiritual weapon is able to move up to 20 feet.
Okay.
As a bonus action. No, it's a bonus action to move it, so you either move it or you attack.
Yes, that makes sense.
So no, I can't. I guess I will move so that I can see the T-Rex and am far enough away. Actually, I'm going to move, if I can, I'm going to move so that the T-Rex is now inside the Spirit Guardians.
I do believe it's a Triceratops.
A Triceratops? Sounds familiar. Have I met it before? My removal rod feels familiar.
That's why he did Triceratops. That's where he saw it.
Exactly.
All right, that is going to take us to the Vine Troll as he is stumbling his way up the stairs.
Oh, okay. He ain't here yet. So yeah, I'll just move so the Spirit Guardians are covering the top of the stairs, if possible.
Yep, that works.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at one thing here. Cool. All right, so yeah, this thing is running up the stairs. Roger, what's Triceratops AC?
13.
13. All right. This thing, for the first time in 6 rounds, is going to hit you. I've rolled a disadvantage, and I actually rolled really well. So this thing is going to, let's take a look here. Here's the other attack. And you said 16?
13.
13, I'm sorry. Okay, and both attacks are going to hit.
Okay.
So this is going to be, I need my dice back. And this one. And this one. All right. Okay. Well, that's garbage. Well, actually, no, that's actually pretty good. 17 for the first attack. And okay, misses its third attack. 7, 15. So, and 26 for the second attack.
What's the first attack? I'm sorry.
17.
So 17 was okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, this thing hits like a Mack truck.
That
That's
thing is
unfortunate.
definitely displeased with you.
Yes.
What did you say to it?
Not much. Just
Actually, you're the only one who said anything to
It's
it.
true.
Yep. All right. But that is its turn. And then that is going to take us to Dan.
Okay,
Dog
so
tour. Go do your thing.
would his,
Dog tour.
Would his Stone Aegis thing activate?
Oh
Would-
yeah.
Would you be able to teleport over?
Yeah, absolutely.
I won't take it.
Okay.
You're on your own, buddy.
Oh no, I got much better plans. Okay, so seeing this thing has come up, I want you to run over to Assault. And I want to say, give me a water flask. Oh, that's the wrong voice. That's the other big dog thing. Say, hey, give me a water flask.
She kind of side eyes him, but does as he asks.
Okay, I bite into the water flask until my mouth is full of water, and then
Okay.
I run under, and then I run over to where the two are fighting, and I spit the water at the feet of the troll, and then I shape water to make it ice.
Eh.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
This fucker to fall down the stairs, Home Alone style.
I will have him make a dexterity saving throw to see if he falls down right this moment. I have rolled a nat 20.
Totally fair. Totally fair.
I was happy to give it to you if the dice let it be so.
I'm
But
proud of my shenanigans, and sometimes shenanigans don't work.
they're
Totally
good
fair.
shenanigans, and I have a feeling I know what Roger has planned, and I think it still may work out in your favor. Like that's a good play.
Yeah.
Kick this thing's ass. Okay.
Yes.
Just a question about so the monster had its turn, right? It came up and it
Yeah.
bit Roger.
Yes.
So did that put it at the top of the stairs, or was that somewhere down the stairs?
It is right near the top of the stairs. It is
Okay,
like
so-
3 steps down.
Oh, okay, so it's still outside of my
Yeah, it's
Okay.
still outside. Like there's a big triceratops in the
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
It might have been able to get the rest of the way, but they're big old dino.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure it hadn't gotten missed.
fair enough.
And
Sorry.
Assault.
But bonus action, I get another
Oh.
level 2 back.
Cool. Assault, you're up.
All right. How bad does that creature thing look?
Not great. It has taken a been whittled down very effectively, and it looks like flecks of burnt foliage is flying off of it. Grass is continuing to like mold itself over its eyes. It's in a weird state right now.
Can't decide whether I want to do necrotic or radiant. All right, wisdom save. Please and thank you.
Okay.
DC 16.
Wisdom fail.
So that is gonna be 10 necrotic for Toll the Dead.
Nice. Done. Anything else?
Is dog tree, how you doing on health still?
I plan on doing some real foolish skullduggery. So
Cool. Take 2 of my last 3 healing light dice.
oh yeah.
So that's
gotta
gonna be
be that
8
way.
hit points.
Yes. Back to 39. Let's do this.
Excellent. All right.
1 single D6 of healing light left.
That is going to take us to Roger.
So I'll step back 20 feet.
Oh, I'm sorry. You cut out there.
I'll step back 20 feet.
Everything except 20 feet is getting cut off. It's really weird.
What? That's weird.
Yeah,
You
there we
hear
go.
Me now? Okay.
Yes.
I did nothing, but awesome. So I will step back 20 feet,
Okay.
and then I will trampling charge and try and gore and try and push him down the stairs.
Yep. Absolutely. What is the save he needs to make for that?
DC 13 strength, but that's only if I hit with the gore, I believe.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
Damn it. 14.
14. That is not going to do it. However, I'm still going to make him make the dexterity saving throw because you did throw some ice under there, and those are some top tier shenanigans.
Bless you.
You're very kind.
He fails.
Yeah.
And he falls over, ass over tea kettles, as as the ice carries him down the stairs. He's able to somehow manage to block the attack, but it still sends him flying. So we're gonna go ahead and call that. Let's take a look here. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna call that 4d8 of stairs damage.
Ooh. Stair damage is only legend.
14.
If you have the right spells, you can deal stairs
I rolled
damage.
3 7s, so 21,
Wow.
23 damage.
I'm
As
over here
this
rolling
thing-
Elminster was the last one to cast stair damage.
Only Xanathar knows for certain.
And he's not telling.
He's not telling. Xanathar doesn't kiss and tell,
He doesn't need to use stairs.
except for his fish.
Oh no, fish knows everything.
Fish knows everything.
Most well-informed fish in all of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
All right. This thing is looking bad, and you did knock it directly back into the fire tornado room. So there's that.
That would have dropped. That's concentration. That's gone.
Gotcha. Yeah, fire is still lingering about the room. But the tornado itself is gone. That is going to take us to that was Roger. The shambling mounds are dead. Johann, you're up.
Oh, okay.
You saw a Triceratops back up and charge into some sort of vaguely on fire skeletal troll covered in grass, and you saw it just go flying down the stairs.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement to move to the stairs, if I may.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
How far away is it if I'm stood on the top step?
If you stood on the top step, it is about 6. This thing would be about 60 feet away then.
Okay, so within range of my 60-foot Toll the Dead.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet toward me, however close to the stair top that gets it, and it's going to make a wisdom saving throw against Toll the Dead.
You got it.
As I point to its prone form like that one.
4. Roll your damage.
Okay. That is going to be a 6, and an 11 is 17, so 20 points of necrotic damage.
And this thing withers on the ground, and it's trying to stand up as the grass continues to try and pull it back down to the ground.
Yeah.
This thing has single-digit HP left. So this is becoming a greater and greater task for it to do. And it's just like, Roger, out of curiosity, Roger, is your Speak to Plants still up?
That would have been 10 minutes concentration.
Then yeah,
Okay.
it hasn't been that
I would have
long.
assumed that would have dropped with polymorph.
Yeah, I was going to say, Polymorph dropped that. So you hear this thing roar as it's trying to stand up. The room is on fire. Everything about it is bad. I did roll additional fire damage there as well because you so effectively covered that room, which was once covered in plants
Oops.
and pots.
Nice.
Now it's just a fire zone. Everybody's favorite level. And it somehow manages, like the fire creeping up all of the grass, loosens it enough for him to stand back up. But it is looking bad.
I do declare it's time to trim the hedges.
Dogtor, Can you take it home?
Go and take a whiz on it.
God damn it.
All right. So, Dog Tour, the door of all dogs. I look down at it and I say, "This is the end of ye and your reign of terror." And I point the wand of wonder at it.
Uh-huh. Heal it. Heal this motherfucker.
67. You shrink yourself. Not what I meant to do. This damn thing's defective. This thing's. I can't believe this thing is going on like that.
So now there's a Pekingese.
Yeah, that's what I have. I actually have a Pekingese.
Oh, there you go.
You just became a pocket poodle.
Don't you give me that pocket poodle? You're lucky you're so big and I'm so wee. And I'd show you a pocket poodle.
Gigantic.
Step on me.
Definitely inappropriate.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move now.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of curse and swear, and put the Stone Aegis back on Roger in case. Yeah, that ends my turn.
Cool. All right. Assault. This thing is lying prone at the bottom of the stairs, barely. Actually, no, it's not prone. It is standing, but it is looking bad.
Gracious. Out of spell slots.
Go punch it.
Actually,
Watch out for the
technically,
ice.
I could do that. Let's see. Can that? I don't know if that thing can.
It is
grapple
60
away.
feet away if you're at the top of the stairs.
Oh well, I can't. I can't hit him from there. So, I was gonna say I can't move and attack him. So I'm just gonna do another Toll the Dead. Wisdom DC 16.
There you go. I was gonna say you could have Eldritch Blasted, but Toll the Dead works just as well.
Well, that's if it fails. I was gonna say
What's the DC? I'm sorry.
16.
Fail. How do you want to do this? It has 1 HP.
Oh well, it just took 15 necrotic.
Nice.
And she's like, so basically she just basically goes like holds up the palm of her hand like she's gonna blow something off of it and goes and just like slams her hand outward. And like after like blowing an imaginary fleck of dust off it and just like it reverberates with necrotic energy as like all the leaves and vines just tremble, and then like with the deep toll of the bell Toll the Dead, it just kind of falls apart.
Yeah, to this thing, it has heard its death in the bells. To all of you just see it crumple and fall into dust into this room below the earth.
That'll show ya for messing with me, you big sack of laundry, you big dirty bag of leaves. I'll show you. I'll bury your bones, you see.
Just want to reach down and like pluck him up and plop him in a pocket.
I do so hope none of us got ill.
I feel okay.
Yes, but look at those people. They just fell over and died.
I release enlarge on Johann.
Nope.
Johann,
Now I'm a medium
return.
creature and I have a tiny creature in my pocket.
I'm actually a small creature.
Uh-oh,
now.
that's not good. Too big, you gotta come out!
Put me in your pockets, I'll show you!
I was gonna say maybe or hopefully the small paw will have something that'll some prevent disease, remove disease, something.
It would be good to get back their report on what we found. Actually, Roger, Dog Tour, did you see anything else down there? That's right, there was the Elven Ruins.
Aye.
We should probably check that out and see if, see what the glyphs was saying. I speak some Elvish, before we go.
I've got it really on fire down there, so you gotta be able to extinguish it.
I'm certain I have a way.
All right, so do we head on down then?
Okay. Heading down, you see the room is covered in cinders at this point. There's really not a whole lot left. The biggest danger at this point is smoke, because this room is filled with it. You do see along the walls there are elven hieroglyphics. If anybody who speaks Elvish can go ahead and make a history check
I can do that.
to be able to.
Before we do that, you said that the worry was smoke. May I use my wind fan to try and, like, go into the smoke and then cast a gust up the stairs to kind of try and take the smoke up and out?
Yep, that'll work just fine.
Cool.
Yep.
Then I will roll history.
So you do that, and in so doing, you also see, as you're looking at these ruins, at the ruins and the hieroglyphics, you also see that there are several urns scattered about the room.
Let's not open any of
The
them.
man-sized room. One of them is already opened.
Right.
Let's not open any more.
Let's not open anymore. I got a 22 on history for Ilvin.
Okay, that is enough. Yes, this room is a tomb. And with that 22, you're able to get a pretty good size of the picture. These people contracted this strange disease, and nobody was able to really cure it terribly effectively. So what they did was, the last people that had it voluntarily sealed themselves in these urns in hopes of that their sacrifice would be rewarded in the afterlife. And then the society of elves that had this problem sealed it up and then put all kinds of very clear warning labels on everything, not expecting that their particular branch of elven civilization would fall.
Yeah. So I'm going to relay this to the party as I'm reading over the glyphs and just say, it seems that they couldn't cure this disease and sealed away all those that contracted it, and all of this was supposed to keep it contained here and prevent it from spreading anywhere. Unfortunately, our intrepid miners broke in, thought, hey, valuables, and released it.
Oops.
Indeed. Is there any indication that there's anything more here that should be worried about?
Can someone do, like, a detect magic or anything?
I can identify. I can perform augury.
Isolt, do you have the invocation that gives you, like, just magic sight?
Uh,
Or the ritual or anything?
Eyes of
might
the
have
Rune Keeper.
I have Eyes of the Rune Keeper.
Then.
Yes. Yeah.
No, wait, I
I
lied.
can read all writing with Eyes of the Rune.
That's not what I was
that's
thinking
right.
of.
And
It's the other thing.
detect magic. Do I have that as a ritual?
Mage sight?
Comprehend
No.
languages. And
Gotcha.
identify as rituals.
Gotcha.
I don't remember what the invocation is called. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think it's Eldritch Sight, where you can.
Eldritch
Ah,
Sight.
magic at
That's
will.
the one. My friends and I always just call it magic eyes.
Yeah, in 4 it was called Mage Sight, so that's what I defaulted to.
Sure. Regardless, you are you get the size of it, and who is the last one down the stairs into the room?
I think
I
it's
probably would have
tiny.
been Roger. Because I would have eventually changed out of Triceratops form.
Fair, right? Yes. Once you got tired of being a dinosaur, you make your way down the stairs, and buried within, as you're walking into the room, you accidentally step in where the troll was, but in so doing, you actually find something buried, like, within its chest cavity. Do you pick it up?
No.
Of course I do.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
You pick up a strange, twisted staff covered in runes, not dissimilar to the runes that are, rather, to the hieroglyphics scattered about the room. This is the staff of the Python. It requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or warlock, and you can use the action to speak the staff's command word and throw the staff on the ground within 10 feet of you. The staff becomes a giant constrictor snake under your control and acts of its own on its own initiative count. By using a bonus action to speak the command word again, you return the staff to its normal form in a space formerly occupied by the snake.
Yep. I remember that came up as one of the items we could choose.
On assault. I found a cool stake. Does this mean anything?
Would I recognize it?
You can recognize the glyphs on it for sure.
Well, I was gonna say Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Try not to touch it.
This is well, this is interesting. Hey, Johann, check this out.
What have you got there?
I believe it's a staff of the Python. If you're so interested.
Indeed, that is what it indicates. It seems that either one of us, according to these runes, would be capable of utilizing it. I've got some free attunement slots if you are not wanting it.
It's not really my thing. Have at.
Thank you kindly.
Cool. I toss him the stick.
Thank you for that, Roger.
Do what I can. It's not much, but I do.
No, your work is quite well appreciated, Roger. That was a good trick with the beast you turned into. I recognized it from the one the other druid used the other day.
Yeah, it seemed pretty cool.
All right. Does anybody else have anything particular that they would like to do? Otherwise, I will go ahead and start taking us in towards the end here.
I have just one.
Sure thing.
Sorry, did you say yes?
I was gonna say look for treasure, but carefully.
Go ahead. I would like you to go ahead and roll me a investigation check.
That's not gonna be great, but we'll go for it anyway. Oh no, +3. Not too bad.
Huh,
That's gonna be an 18.
18. You are able to you have a feeling that there is treasure in here. Unfortunately, it's all in the urns because you look into the urn that is open and you can see in there is a body kind of curled up, and wrapped in its hand there is a single gold and silver scepter in its hand.
Can I get a sense of what the scepter is, or not really?
It is a valuable piece of jewelry, worth
not-
about 100 gold pieces.
Okay. Like, honestly, there's probably more treasure in here, but we need some sort of safety measure in order to access it, and we should all go back and make sure that we've not contracted whatever disease this is. The mineral rot.
And we should probably let the dead rest. They were in here for the reason you'd be saying, and let their sacrifice be known and kept. Bury them again.
Indeed.
But for good this time.
That is exactly what I'm thinking, which is why I wanted to, once you had that out of the way, make my action before we leave to cast Augury, which takes 1 minute.
Okay.
I imagine I'm doing it while Isolt is taking a check around.
Sure thing.
So for Augury, what do I have to roll? Anything? Roll somatic material. I have my special bones that I use for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to... The suggested course of action is to leave and reseal this place, and I want to know if that's going to have, good results or not.
Wheel. Good.
Cool.
Are there any books in here? Probably not.
Huh?
Are there any books in here?
No.
Okay.
If there were books in here, they were destroyed about 15 minutes ago when the room was lit on fire by a fire tornado.
Okay, yeah, then we can leave and seal everything up. Fair.
If there's any bones left from the big bone creature, I would like one.
Yes, absolutely.
Gross. Wait, that could have disease in it.
Hey, we gotta die of something.
I do not think that is the stance we should be taking on this. I have just
Fine.
asked the bones, and it says that if we seal this place up now and leave, we have good fortune. If you take that with us, that is outside the purview of what I just asked.
You're no fun, and I won't go for a bone.
I appreciate you wanting to have a trophy or a treasure or fun, but I think that it's a little too risky with what we just witnessed. We don't want to be reintroducing this kind of horrifying disease back to... It's gonna spread and kill everybody.
Yeah. Fine.
Thank you. Alright. People, I think that we have found anything that is worth finding. We have learned what we were hired to learn. I think it is time we return to our benefactor and, with any luck, receive a repaired Featherlight Opal.
And there's a show tonight.
There is that.
All right. And the four of you take your leave of this cursed place. The journey back to Valenhart is as easy as it was to get out here. Jojen is suitably horrified, nay mortified by what you told him. He was so sure this was going to be just a really quick errand run. He is hat in hand apologizing for how everything ended up shaking out. You are welcome to have rooms in town for the evening if you would like, or if you want to get on your way with your freshly repaired Featherlight Opal, you are certainly able to do so as well. You are also granted a meal within the main hall or within the inn if you so choose. But you are given free reign to go about the rest of your day. You are also each given 150 gold apiece as a means of apology / gratitude.
All right.
And the rest of the day is yours, and that seems like a really good place to leave off for tonight.
Okay.
Love it. Woo!
That
was
was great.
awesome.
Thank you so much for giving me this chance, Chase.
Of course, happy to do it.
Fucking
Especially
dog.
the dog being hysterical.
This was the best.
So the very little bit of backstory here is that Valenhart is the keep that my friends and I built in our home game.
Ah.
Oh.
So Jojen, who you met, is actually the character played by my friend Griffin in the home game, because he was
Okay.
he was the wizard.
There you go.
Very cool.
Very nice. I love the adaptation. I love using, for me, in my Tuesday game, all my old characters tend to show up at one time or another as NPCs in the world that helped the party in some way.
Oh, absolutely. No, I love doing that too. Like, that's one of the cool things about building these stories, is that then you have these stories you can kind of tell and retell and have in the back pocket. And I don't get to do that all that often. So that is that was a fun thing for, it's like I kind of had the inspiration. It's like, oh, this is how this is going to play out. So thank you for going on that journey.
Thank you for taking us.
Yeah,
That was fun.
excellent.
You know, all of Green Nest is post stuff that my other online group did.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah, I love doing that stuff. I love, and I send it to them like, hey, check it out. You know, here's what you guys did, and here's how it turned out.
Mm-hmm. No, and that's the thing, is like I had the idea while, like, I was talking with Griffin, and he was immediately he loved that idea. So it's like, okay, I won't throw too many characters in one, just because, like, nobody likes being thrown into NPC soup.
Right.
Fair.
And it was like a group of like 8 or 9 people. So it's like, seriously, you don't want to be thrown into NPC soup. Yeah. But it's like I knew which NPCs like could potentially show up, and had them all on the docket.
Yeah, I always do like 1 or 2 at most at a time.
Exactly. Yeah.
One of our DMs. So when we did Storm King's Thunder in our group, we ended up like with an inn at the end of it. So when we ran our next adventure, the inn we started out at was a different DM, but it was basically the inn that all of our old characters had owned, and the proprietor was, our druid. And, the
Nice.
cleric was hanging out and being snarky, and it was good fun. That's always my favorite, is when like all the old heroes can like come back for one last hurrah, or just to heckle the newbies, or even
Mostly
younger
heckling.
Yeah.
Mostly heckling.
I think my latest one of those was probably the most sad, if only for me, just because in one of my greatest adventures, I played the group's wizard as an Eladrin, and literally every other character in the party was of human lifespan. And so I introduced the character as an NPC to the party for like a side quest kind of thing, as he had been doing world hopping in his hundreds of years since his original party died, of natural causes mostly.
Right.
But so that was trying to.
gotta
It was
get a
really
hobby.
interesting. Yeah, I mean, it was really interesting. No, actually, I really feel great about that character. Like, he made great friends during the campaign, met his lover, and so he was. The joke that I was weaving into this was Quantum Leap. In that
Sure.
he was jumping from dimension to dimension, trying to find his wife, who had bailed on their original dimension after he had died in a way that she couldn't resurrect him. But he had been restored after that by a god for a very specific purpose, and he bargained to be allowed to go find her.
Nice.
So that was, the party became aware of the story, but it was most meaningful for me, and I really liked that. The party got to be part of that, like, emotional. They helped him find his wife, because she had also ended up on that world.
It's awesome.
Yeah, no, it was
Excellent.
nice. Big emotional reunion kind of thing.
I would love to tell more war stories. I have work tomorrow, so I have to go to bed.
Okay, good night.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
I'm
Good
gonna
night,
get
guys.
this, guys.
This was awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. All right. We'll meet again soon, and we'll be in Candlekeep, and again, we'll have the adventure from there. All right. Have a great night, everyone.
Sounds good. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Dan. No, gone.
Wait, Shag. Wait, Shag.
Yes, I'm here. Okay, I didn't hear anything. I was like, damn, I missed him. I'm gonna end the recording now, and I'm gonna upload it into my YouTube, and then I'll do what I did last time to get it to you.
I think it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I was just hearing like every time. Let me do a quick check, because I was seeing